Welcome back to this 2,000 point battle report. Before we get into the list, I'd like to ask everybody to hit that like and subscribe button. It really actually helps the channel grow. And I'd like to thank those who've done so already. All right, so today we got the new guard. It's going to be the first time I'm playing a new guard on the channel. Got the new book. Got some new mechanics for your guard player. You've been seeing them all over, so we got some new mechanics. We'll try to go through them as much as possible to kind of show what we got going on. Yeah, with that all being said, let's get into my list. So this is roughly around 2,000 points. I say roughly around because it's not in any of the apps yet. So I'm doing it all on paper. So human error. I figured it should be about 1,900 and about 90 points. But again, give or take, if you guys have the book and you add it all up and it's somewhere around there, then you know what? It is what it is. So first we're going to get it, and it is a brigade. It is a brigade detachment. We do have, I am starting with just 2 CP. I'm going to spend 4 CP on 2 warlord traits and 2 relics. And then, yeah, we'll just get into the list. So first we're going to start with my commissar. So she's going to have the warlord trait of tactical master tactician, which allows her to redeploy any 3 Astra Milituram units. She's also going to have the relic, and guys, we're going to have to go with this one here, the relic of tactical auto, what was it, Eric?
Reliquary.
Reliquary of Tiberius, which basically gives her an extra order. She does know Perfectus, and she does know Regimental. So those are her 2 order groups that she'll be allowed to pull from. We'll move over to the command squad. And in the command squad, now this is a little bit different. You have a regular Canadian command squad. Then you can add attachments to it, basically just adding different things. So I added a bodyguard and I added an astropath. The astropath will know psychic barrier, which is a 5-buff invuln. But while he's in the list, I have him because they can perform an action on a 7-up. He can give me a command point. That's why he's in the list. I don't care about psychic actions. I'm sorry, I don't care about the psychic barrier. I'm more so want the command point because I can burn through those pretty quickly. They will have a warlord trait that's called, they will have the warlord trait of superior tactical training, which will allow them to have another order. So they give 1 order, now he gives 2 orders, and it's going. And then I'm going to give an extra relic that's called Clarion Proclaminus, I believe it's called, which basically, if they have a Vox Master or a Master Vox, it ignores all the range for the Vox caster. So I can give orders infinite amount of range all over the board as long as they have a Vox on the unit, in which they all do. Once we'll get there, they're going to know regimental, and I'm going to give them on the warlord trait. I can choose between regimental, perfectus, or mechanized, and I'm going to give them mechanized. So that's what we got going on with those 2, or with those 2 and with the orders. Also going to have an engine seer. Engine seers with guard are pretty good. In the command phase, I can point to a unit within 3 inches, any vehicle, and I can give them a 5-up invuln. Plus, after the movement phase, I can D3 heal a vehicle. So that's pretty good. I have a tank commander. Again, have the mechanized orders. He can give 1 order. Ignore this. This will be probably the only thing I have in the list that's not WYSIWYG. It will be a battle cannon. On the sponsors, he'll have 2 multi-meltas, and then he has on the hull he'll have a heavy bolter. I will move up to a squadron. So I'm taking these as a unit. So with the unit of Lehman Russes, they deploy on the table within 6 inches of each other, then act independently as we go out through the game. So tank cases now, guys, are a little different. Tank cases are now points upgrades. So I gave this plasma executioner tank, I gave him mechanical pack rat, which gives him a 5-up. I'm sorry, a transhuman basically. He's also going to have 3 extra plasma cannons, or plasma cannons. We will move over to this, which will be a battle cannon, 3 heavy bolters. And on this tank, I gave him Knights of Piety, which basically has a 5-up invuln and a 5-up funeral pain, battle cannons, 2 meltas, and a heavy bolter. I'll take a Mana Core and I'll take a Wyvern. Two things have changed on this. You can't take aces on your Mana Core, which is called fully payload, like everybody used to. It's now D6 plus 3 plus -2, 3 damage each. Wyverns are it's still a D4 shot. D4 D6 shots. However, they made them a little stronger. They're now strength 5 -1 1 damage. You cannot re-roll the wound rolls naturally like you used to be able to do with Wyverns. They will both have heavy bolters on them as well. I took 3 separate units of Sentinels, all with autocannons and with chainswords. These were all older. I bought them off of eBay, so I don't have they weren't kits that I put together. So I do not have chainswords on them, but they do have chainswords. So there'll be 3 attacks in melee. We'll move down to, I'll have 3 units of Cadian Shock Assaults, which are new units now that are in a new codex, and they were in that Cadian Stance box. I haven't had my mines put together yet, but I still have. I'll still use these as Cadian because they look like them. I'll use them as Cadian Shock. Basically, what that is 6s explode in range attacks. Then we'll move over to this side of the table. We'll have another Plasma Executioner. Got it buried out of the junkyard here. We got 5 Plasma and 3 Heavy Bolters. We'll also have a Chimera with 2 Heavy Bolters. Field Ordnance Battery, which is going to be a Bomb Blast Field Cannon, which does not need line of sight, and a Malleus Rocket Launcher that does need line of sight. And then 3 infantry, Cadian infantry. I know they're Catachans, but they're Cadian infantry because I can't take heavy weapons with Catachans, so they got to be Cadian with 3 heavy weapons. Everybody has Voxcasters. All my sergeants have chainswords. So that's going to be it for my roster. So now we'll go take a look at Eric's roster. All right, guys. Before we get a look at the Custodes, my buddy Eric's back. Eric's becoming a regular on the channel. We're gonna have to start paying him. I'm just kidding. I don't make money on these. So, all right, we'll get into the card or into your list.
So we'll start with the HQ. I have Trajan Valoris. He's my warlord. Both of his warlord traits. So he reorders my katas, refunds CP, and he has 6-inch heroic. I then have a Blade Champion. He has 2 warlord traits. So he has a 5-up Feel No Pain and -1 to hit from Radiant Mantle. He also took the relic Eagle's Eye, so once per game I can pop a 3-up invuln for a phase. He also gets an extra wound from that. Then I have...
Let me stop you, Eric. So, because of Bridger and Tabletop Titans, I know some of you guys watch it, he calls that thing a Blade Wizard. I'll refer to it as a Blade Wizard on accident. I'm sorry. If you hear me talking about a Blade Wizard, that's what it is. And so, go ahead.
And then I have a Vexilla. It has the -1 to hit. Because I am playing Dreadhost, he's taking the warlord trait All-Seeing Annihilator, so I nominate 1 core unit or himself. It has to be within 6 inches, and they get exploding 6s. He also took Castellan's Mark, so I get to redeploy 2 units.
Awesome.
So for my troops, I have 4 troop choices. I have 1 squad of 5 Persecutor Sisters, or Prosecutors. They just have the bolt guns. I have a squad of 3 Sagittarium Guard. Those are the Heavy Bolter Guard. I have a squad of 5 Spears and Misericordias.
Which side?
This side.
Okay.
So, just regular. They just have Spears. And then over here, I have a squad of 5 Sword and Board Guard. So that's all my troops. On to my elites. I have a Dreadnought. I have an Achilles Dreadnought with Eternal Pendant, so extra attack. And because I'm Dreadhost, he'll get +1 to all his charges. He also, for his side-mounted weapons, he has the Lastrum Bolter and the Twin Athletic Destructor. In front of him, I have 3 Alaris Terminators. They all have Castellan Axes. Onto my fast attack, I have 3 Virtus Praetors. They all have Salvo Launchers, so big, deep 3+3 damage. And then I have a squad of Witch Seekers for their pre-game move of 7 inches. And then my last unit is a Calidus Grav Tank with the Illustrious Cannon. So the Strength 7 -3 flat 2 damage gun.
How many CP?
I start with 0.
0 CP and total of the list.
Total list is exactly 2,000.
All right, so we will be back with deployment and map setup. All right, guys, we have we set everything up. We are playing a Tempest of War cards. These are the cards that we have drawn. So we have Search and Destroy, which is basically the quarter deployment. We have Secret Intel, which is your warlord has to be on the table to get the battlefield CP or whatever they call it. And then the priority targets, which is basically control one or control more. And then control
at the
one?
end?
Yeah, control one, control more than your opponent. And at the end, if you control each player that scores an additional 5 points for each objective marker that they control with a maximum of 20. So at the end of the game, if you control objective markers, that's a good thing. So, all right, so that's that. We'll go over there's a shot of the map here. Quarter deployment. So just to go over the terrain, everything here is ruins. We are going to play this as one piece. One piece. This inside here is just like cover. All our vehicles can go in and out of this. It's just like cover. This is going to be one piece. That's going to be one piece. Obviously, that's one piece. And that's one piece. So basically, ruins are ruins. So if you can see in them, you can shoot them. We do play the rubber band rule, which is basically if you put a rubber band around this whole thing, that's where you're in cover. When you're outside of that rubber band, you're not in cover, or you have line of sight to see. So I won the roll off, so I put down 3 objective markers. So I got 1 here in my deployment zone. In Tempest rules, you have to put the other ones in no man's land, which are 6 inches away from the board edge, 6 inches away from your deployment zone. So I put 1 in the middle, put 1 over there. Eric's got his on this side, and then his deployment zone 1 there. And then for deployment, basically just again in Tempest, you don't really know what you're doing. Your secondaries are drawn off of cards. So we'll both draw 3 cards at the beginning of our turn, and then we kind of know what we're going to do after that. So if you look at what I have going on, I'm just ready to just do anything. I'm more so just going after objectives. I have this one pretty much held, and I'll be heading over to that one. And that one, just depending on what cards I have. Eric, what did you do?
So I was trying to use a little bit of cover. I do have 2 redeploys. So I've got my sisters back here out of line of sight. Got my custodian guard there. They're pretty tough. They're all getting covered because they're touching the terrain. Then over here, I really want to get into him, get on, so I'm on the line, ready to charge into him. And then I've got my tank over there. He's got enough range with his move to jump on that objective and get it for me.
So guys, as you've seen before on my channel, dudes and dudettes, in case your ladies watching, if there's no room right here for his tank to go through, it goes through. We don't stop it for any kind of reason for that reason. Now, we just can't move this if he wants to go through that. I mean, we can't do this. Oh, and the walls, these concrete walls are going to be non-breachable, non-scalable. If you're fly, you can obviously go over them, but you can't go through them. You have to go around them. I think that's it. You have a redeploy?
I have 2 redeploys, and I have 1 pregame move with my Witch Seekers once we decide who goes first.
And I have 1. I can redeploy with Tactical Master Tactician or whatever that one was called, that Warlord trait, that I can redeploy 3 as well. So we'll see. You on first turn, second turn?
I really want to go first.
I do too, so. 5. Oh, you will be going first, sir.
I will be going first.
Good luck.
Yep.
All right, we will be back. If we do any redeploys or anything, I will let you know. And then Eric's going to draw his cards off camera, and then we'll bring it back in with when we're ready. All right, guys, we are back, and here are the cards Eric chose. Grind them down, overwhelming. Grind them down is basically killing more units than me by the end of my turn. Overwhelming firepower, which is killing 3 units in shooting phase. And then no retreat, no surrender, which is not failing morale test, not falling back, and not walking off an objective. So 3 pretty easy ones to start off, which is good. Eric, want to tell us about your stance?
I started with the Callistus stance. I got the advance and shoot one, so I didn't do a whole lot of advancing just because of how close the deployment was. What advanced was these guys advanced. My shield guard right here advanced, and my Terminators and my 2 characters dead. But everyone else just regular move. That way I can get some charges off.
Can they advance and charge?
They cannot. They can advance and shoot as if stationary, but it does not give them advance and charge.
Okay.
Which is why those guys, the guys who weren't going to make the charge anyways, were the guys who advanced.
Okay, so what'd you do here?
So
besides just basically put everything in the middle.
yeah, so with the pregame move, these sisters just needed their 7-inch move to get right there. I moved my champion right there. Hopefully he'll get a turn 1 charge off. After the redeploy, my Dreadnought went right there. Yeah, he didn't charge or advance that because I want to get a charge off. These guys moved with their 14 move, and these guys just went 6 inches. Just to get everyone in the cover, hopefully. Get a lot of people in the range of that -1 to hit. That way. Nice. So that's pretty much my move. I'm going on the shooting. Gotta kill 3 units.
And you did spend 1 CP to change your cards out, so that's why he has 0 CP. I'm up to 3 CP. As far as my Master Tactician goes, I moved my Chimera over here in case this gets wiped out. It still gives me some blocking towards my tanks. Also moved this tank, which was up by the Chimera, back a little bit, and moved my tank commander back a little bit. All of these tanks are still within 12 inches of my tank commander in case I want to give an order to any one of them. And that's kind of where we are. Okay, sir, what are you going to do now?
All right, so first things first, I'm going to shoot from the furthest back so I don't kill myself out of range.
Okay.
These Terminators are going to shoot everything in this guard squad.
Okay.
So I'll start with their 3 grenade launchers.
What is their
They have 18-inch range on the grenade launchers, and they have 12-inch range on the spears. So the spears, 24, rapid fire is 12. They're not going to be in rapid fire.
Okay.
So
what's their toughness?
Toughness, you mean strength?
Yeah, strength.
Strength 5 on the grenade launchers, -3, 1 damage piece. Strength 4 on the spears, -1, 2 damage.
The question is, do I want, how many shots did you say?
They're going to get D3 plus 3 blast, so it's really just going to be 9 shots with the grenade launchers, re-rolling hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 because I'm next to Trajan, and 3 shots because I'm not in rapid fire range with the spears, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Okay. The reason why I was asking this question, whether or not it's Cadian stands transhuman them, but I think there's just too many shots with high EP, so it's not going to be worth it. Go ahead, sir.
So I'm not going to roll the blast because you have 10 models. They have a minimum of 3, so it's just 9 shots with the grenade launcher. Yep. Hitting on 2s. 2 1s, re-roll those guys. So all of them hit, and then the wound roll, wounding on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So that is 8 dead. Because it's AP 3.
You're wounding on 3s?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
7 dead?
7 dead.
2. Good, you can keep rolling.
So then I have 3 spears hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. This one's cut. All hit. Wounding on 3s. So that is 2 at -1.
2 at -1?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to be at 6s. Nope, 2 more die.
All right. 1 left.
My sergeant is trying to hang in there.
Trajan's just going to target the same unit. So just 1 shot because he's not within half range.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, -1. Re-rolling his own hit roll, which is fortunate. So 1 hit. And then the wound roll. 1 wound at -1.
-1?
Yep.
So 6s. Nope, he dies.
All right.
Should have transhumaned him.
So that's 1 for my tally.
I should have transhumaned to make you shoot at that one guy.
Yeah. I don't think that's the
best. You still rolled a 6, though.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter.
Moving on. So that's these 2 units.
Okay.
I'll move on to my... Probably want to move on to him. He's going to put everything into that 1 sentinel.
Okay.
So my tank has 8 shots at strength 7, and then 6 shots at strength 6.
What's their damage?
So it's 2 damage on the 8 shots at strength 7. It's 1 damage at the 6 shots at strength 6.
Okay, so before he rolls this out, so guys, with the new guard book, you do not use the balanced data sheet that's in effect right now. When you can use the balanced data sheet, if you're playing with the old codex, if you're playing with the new codex, it doesn't exist anymore. That is per Games Workshop. That was said by Stu during the Meta Watch. So that is per Games Workshop. Now, with that being said, armor contempt is no longer a thing for them. They have something called armor cockpits, and they have something called armor treads, which against 1 damage weapons, it's -2. It's -1 to the save. So your armor contempt is now built in against my damage 1 weapons. So against his damage 1 weapons, he's going to be at a 2-up save. It's a 3-up. It's a 3-up save right now for armor tentacles. It's a 4-up for scout tentacles, but he's going to be at a 3-up, then a 2-up against damage 1 weapons. Which ones are these, sir?
I'm going to shoot the big gun first, so the damage 2.
Okay.
So these are going to hit on 2s and wound on 3s.
All right, I'm going to spend a strat. I'm going to spend a strat that is going to make those damage 1.
Okay.
It reduces the damage by 1. I can't remember what the name of the strat's going to be, but it does.
All right.
That's like applicable plates or something. Like adaptive plates. So it just reduces your damage by 1.
All right, then 3s. So that is 4 at -3.
Okay.
2 up -3, so you'll be taking 5s.
All right, so guys, here's we did look that up, and it's basically changing the damage characteristic of his weapon to 1, which will trigger my armor cockpit. So he's now has a 2-up save. So these are he hit 4 times. What's the AP?
It's AP3.
AP3. So I'm going to be 5s, and I will roll 0 5s.
So just 1 damage piece then.
So he is down to 3 now.
Okay. Then I'm gonna roll my 6 shots, and they're toughness 6, correct?
They are toughness 6. Yeah, he has 7 wounds. So I took 4. He's down to 3.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot my 6 shots. These are going to hit on 2s, wound on 4s. They're -2, 1 damage piece. All hit. And then the wound roll. So that is 3 wounds. Take one of those out, because that is 3.
What is the AP? I'm sorry.
AP2.
AP2, so it's going to be 4 ups. And save them all.
Okay. So, next. So does that apply to him for the entire phase?
That is against. So guys, that does apply to the end of the phase. Okay, go ahead, sir.
So this guy, I'm gonna do my Dreadnought next. He's gonna put his Athratic Destructor, his Lastrum Bolter into the Sentinel, and he's going to put his Spear into the Chimera back there.
Okay, cool.
So I'll do the Spear first. 2 shots, hitting on 2s. Both hit, and it's strength 8, it's toughness 7.
This is into the Chimera?
Yep.
Okay.
So wounding on 3s. So 1 at -2.
-2?
Yep.
Damage?
3.
He is down to, it's the 11, he's down to 8.
Alright. Now, because I'm the Dread Host, when I'm shooting everything into the Sentinel, it'll get +1 AP.
Okay.
So first I'll do the Lastrum Bolter. So that's going to be 4 shots, because it's within rapid fire. Hitting on 2s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s because it's strength 5. So 1 at -2.
-2.
1 damage.
So 3 up because of armor cockpit. Still failed it.
1 damage. Then my twin Athratic Destructors. So 2 shots. 1 hits. 1 doesn't. Wounding on 5 because it's strength 5. Nope. Alright.
Dude, we're going to have to change dice, man, because we both were pretty low on that one.
Next, my Sagittarium Guard over here are going to put their bolt volleys into the further squad. So these guys are getting cover, which is why I'm not going to target them. I'm going to target the squad beyond them.
Okay.
So their bigger guns won't be in range. So they're just firing 9 shots at strength 5, -3, or -1, 2 damage piece.
Okay.
So here's the hit roll. All of these miss. And then the wound roll, so I need 3s to wound. That's out, so roll another one. So that is 3 at -1.
3 at -1, 6s. Nope, 3 die.
Alright. I really need to kill 3 units. So what I'm going to do is these guys are going to put everything. So this squad, everyone's in range of the Sentinels. So they're going to all shoot them. So
that's all these guys here, the blade guys.
Yep.
Or the shield guys.
Mm-hmm. All the shields.
So guys, that strat was 2 CP, not 1 CP. Just so you're keeping track at home.
So that'll be 10 shots because there's 5 of them, 2 shots apiece.
Okay.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. And it's going to be AP2. That hits. And then 5's the wound.
This is on the Sentinel.
Yes. So it's that many at AP 2.
One
damage piece because you're
AP 2, so 3s. Does he blow up, or do I want to re-roll it? What else do you have to shoot?
I have to shoot the sisters, the bikes, all of these guys, and his.
I'm going to actually spend my last CP.
All right.
And see if I can get a 3. I do. So he's
you
got
take...
1 left.
Yep. The sisters are going to put all their flamers into... That squad's getting cover, so it's going to hit the... How many guys are in the squad left?
We got 2, 4, 6, 7.
They're going to go into this squad. So it'll be 5 flamers that'll wound on 3s.
Okay.
So 5d6 for number of shots. So I got 4, 3, 2, 3, and that's a 1. These are going to wound on 3s. If I can get them.
3s?
Because it's strength 4.
Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought.
So that many saves at -1.
All right, those into the unit of
this unit right here.
So I got 3 guys in cover, so I'm gonna take it on those guys first. -1, you said?
Yep.
So 5s. So they're dead.
Okay.
6s. 1 guy lives. How many were there?
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's 5, 6, 7.
All right. Who do I want to target? Let's see. I killed this squad. That guy's almost dead. So what I'm gonna do is these guys are all gonna target that unit with 3.
Okay.
So looks like 3 are in rapid fire range, and 2 are not going to be. So it's going to be a total of 8 shots. And you are not within 9 inches of the unit, unfortunately, but that's okay. So 8 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, because strength 4. Miss. No rerolls. And then wounding on...
Toughness.
Yeah, so wounding on 3s. All that many at -1.
-1, so we need 6s on those 3 guys.
Yep.
Well, let's see if I can pound out 3 6s. Not 1.
All right.
They die. That's 2 units.
And let's go for it. This guy's going to put his gun into the Sentinel. It probably won't kill him, but the Vexilla.
Okay.
So 1 shot, hitting on 2, wounding on 5. Hits, and now here's the wound. It wounds. -1.
-1 damage. 1 damage. All right, so 2 up.
Yep.
-1. No, 3 up.
Okay.
3 up because it's 3.
Yeah.
That's 3 up. Ah! Does he blow up? He does not.
All right.
Dang.
Now the bikes.
That almost worked, dude.
It did. It was so close. The bikes are going to put everything into that plasma tank back there.
Okay.
You can see.
Yep.
So it's going to be 3 shots, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. Okay. And it's going to be AP 4. So 2 hits. There's the wound. 2 wounds at -4.
What's the damage?
D3 + 3.
D3 + 3. -4?
Yep, -4.
So we have 6s. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Saved them both.
6s. All right, now we're on to the charge phase. So yeah, let's do it. So first things first, I think I killed myself out of a charge. No, I do have 1. I think I need an 11.
11-inch charge right there, sir.
Let's try it. So I do. He does get a +1, so I need a 10 on the dice. It is re-rolling. No.
Close.
Nope.
Close. Anywhere else?
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah. I'm making a lot of charges this turn. So he's going to charge there. He needs a 9.
Yeah, for sure.
Not going to make it. Let's...
Reroll it?
Yep.
It's rerollable, right?
Yeah.
No CP.
I reroll all my charges.
Okay.
That's my trait. That's not going to make
That's
it.
not going to make it either.
All right.
So far, the shooting was good.
Yeah.
The charging hasn't been that good.
No, so
these guys will make it for sure.
Yeah, they need a 5.
Yeah.
I believe they're going to charge right here.
They're going to charge into them?
Into both these
units.
units.
Yep.
So, you need a 5.
I think well, you're going to get it with an 8. I think you needed a 6 to send it, but you're in with an 8 for sure.
Yep. So they're going to go
Here, we'll roll the rest and then.
Oh yeah. So.
Unless you got to be in the, unless they're going to be in the way. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing because now they are going to charge. I believe I need a 9 to hit that sentinel.
Yes, sir.
So let's do it. Nope. Reroll. 10.
Oh,
that makes it.
Just gets them in.
And that's pretty much all my charges.
All right. So we'll just stay here, man, and do what you got to do.
Yeah, so first things first, I gave my bikes the Exploding Sixes, if I didn't mention that. So what they're going to do is, I'm going to put 2 of the bike's attacks, of their lances, into the sentinel they're in combat with.
Okay.
Then I'm going to put 1 into
the guardsman,
and I'm going to put all the Misericordias there.
Into the guardsman?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's the plan. So I'll hit the sentinel first. So these are hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s, because it's strength 7 with a +1 to wound because I made a charge. And it's going to be AP 4, 2 damage piece.
Okay.
It's out. So that was a 1. So this may hit, no explosions, and then wounding on 2s. So that many at -4.
-4?
Yep.
So they're going to enter more than 1 damage?
Yep, more than 1 damage. They are 2 damage piece. So that is a total of 12.
Does he blow up? He does not.
Then the attacks into the guardsmen. So 4 attacks hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. First, the 1 spear I reserved for them.
Wait, all right, before you roll that.
Yeah.
Oh, I have no CB, so go ahead.
So I missed 1, but they have the Exploding Sixes, so I gain 1. Wounding on 2s. So that's 3 at AP 4. Then the Misericordias. So I missed 1, but I gained 1 from the Exploding Sixes. Here's the wound roll. Wounding on 3s on this, because strength 5. So that's 2 at AP 3. Alright.
Let you pile in real quick.
Yep, so 3 inches towards the closest enemy model. So they're just going to tag the Chimera.
Okay.
And then they're going to face them. And then I'm going to fight with these guys.
Okay.
So everything's going in the Sentinel, only thing they charged. So 3 attacks piece. So it'll be 12 attacks with the spears and then 5 Misericordias. So 9, 12, 15. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3, so strength 7. 1 miss. And then here are the 3s. So it's that many at -4.
-4?
Yep.
So they just go through. Does it blow up? Does not.
The only reason I'm getting all these -4s is because if you're within 12 or 9 inches of a Dread Host unit, when it makes an attack, it gets +1 AP. So I'm going to tag these guys in combat. Just hopefully, they're probably going to fall back or run away.
They're going to probably run.
But I want to get a little bit of movement.
What toughness 6, toughness 5.
Yes.
All right, so they're going to be wounding on. Let's go into the guard, into that unit of the guys on the ground.
Okay, so the Custodian Guard.
Yeah, Custodian Guard. So we have 1 for the chainsword, 1 for the sergeant. So 3 for the sergeant, 1 for the chainsword, 2 attacks base, and then 1 for the other guy there. And we're gonna go into those what would it call?
Custodian Guard.
The Custodian Guard. So here we go, hitting on force. And they're within 6 of the commissar. Doesn't matter. And then wounding on 5s. 2, no AP.
So 2 ups. I take 1.
Take 1. All right, damaged. So while we're here, I'm just going. Oh, here we'll do the Chimera.
Okay.
Has 6 attacks, hitting on 4. I'm sorry, 6s. Just 1. And does not wound. Man, too many 1s coming up. So now with that being said, I'm just going to roll the morale here instead of having them save it. So they're going to automatically fail regardless if I roll a 6.
You could roll 1 and they wouldn't.
I guess yeah, that's true. Oh, I saw it too. All right, so now I just need I need anything 1 or 2 for the other guy to run, and he's still good.
All right.
So we'll leave. Actually, what I'm going to do is, oh, it doesn't work on melee. I should have pulled that Vox caster, but I could have used a strap, but I don't have any CP left, so it doesn't matter. All right. So at the end of your turn, sir, you scored what?
So I scored. Grind them down is at the end of yours.
Yep.
As of right now, I have killed
about 5.
So I've killed 5. I scored overwhelming firepower because
Yep.
I killed 3 units in melee, and I scored no retreat, no surrender.
Okay. So we have. We'll be back at the end of my at the end of my movement phase with my cards and everything else I got going on. So the cards I drew were no prisoners. So basically, kill 30 wounds in this, or just 30 wounds, and you get 5 points. Investigate sites, which is hard to do at this point because I'm not gonna be able to do it. It's basically getting in the middle, 6 inches in the middle, and doing action. And then extend battle lines, which is to hold my deployment zone and grab a objective and outside of my deployment zone in no man's land. So I did achieve that already. So killing a couple of these units because they're 3 wounds is going to be probably is what I want to do. So we'll see how this turns out. So as far as my command phase stuff goes, the orders are from the command squad here. I have mechanized and I have a regimental. So the mechanized I put onto the Manticore, which is also 6 inches within 6 inches of the Wyvern. So both of these are now affected by the Pound them to Dust, which is basically my blast weapons. Any enemy unit I shoot at counts as having double. So for blast purposes, and he gave regimental doctrines or regimental orders to my field battery, which also will now apply to these guardsmen because they're within 6 inches. Then my commissar gave, who I moved inside this building, she gave her Perfectus order of show 'em steal and show 'em contempt to this unit here, which is basically add 1 to the leadership and having a 5-up invult against mortal wounds. And her regimental was to move these guys over here. Now move is a little different than it used to be. Move is add 2 to the move characteristic, which now makes them go 8 inches. And then if they advance, it's an auto 6. So they got a 14-inch move to take that objective. And then my tank commander used Gunner's Kill on sight, which all these tanks were in range except for this one at the time of the order issued. So this will all be affected, and this actually Manticore will be affected. It's re-rolling 1s. So yeah, so that's what we got there. Re-roll 1s to hit, I should say. And then yeah, so my tech priest gave this tank here, they gave that tank the 5-up invuln. So then he ran into this cover. So that was all done in the command phase. And yeah, so we'll go to shooting. We did my psychic action. He failed it. So I did not get my +1 to, I'm sorry, add 1 to my, an extra CP, I should say. So, all right. So here we go. Let's just start with, let's get started with these guys there. I'm just going to shoot everything into these troops here. They are within, also fell back here and took this one guy, fell back as well, so I can shoot into these guys as far as movement goes. Then moved all these guys over there. I should have guessed, probably kept talking about movement phase. And that was it. Moved these guys in so they can touch the cover between the Manticore and the Wyvern, so now they don't take the -1, or I'm sorry, the 1 less of the hit characteristic. So I'll get all the dice ready for here and be back. All right, so here we go. 19 shots going into these guys here that are already wounded. And we are hitting on 4s. And we do have take aim. Are they within 6? That's the question. Let's measure something out here. Whoa.
They should be within.
Yeah, they're within 6. So I will be getting, I'll be hitting, take aim now is add 1 to the attack roll and add 1 to the armor penetration. So the characteristics of these, so We're going to be hitting on 3s. Actually, I did have 2 1s in there, so I'm going to re-roll those because of my Commissar. Then we have 6s auto wound. Oh, guys, I forgot to say I am born soldiers. So we got the regimental stuff. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay. Right? It's pretty good. Not bad for a bunch of guardsmen. With so we got that many at -1.
So I got 3 ups then. So I
wow.
Take 1's dead, another's dead, 1 has a wound.
Wow, that's pretty good for me, not for you.
I didn't like that, but you know, it happens.
It does happen.
1's dead, another 1's dead, 1 has 1 wound remaining.
All right. So we're just gonna have these other guardsmen do the same thing into them as well.
Okay.
So we have we do in this squad have 7 guys. All right, guys. So I'm gonna actually, I know this is kind of dumb, but I'm gonna actually spend a CP for, I think it's called precision shooters, which is basically our 5s are gonna make are gonna auto wound 2 as well as 6s. I have 14 shots in there, +1 if you want to put 1 more dice in there for the pistol. Hitting on 3s because of the order. Rerolling the 1s because of Commissar. So we'll take out the 2s are bad. 5s and 6s are good for me. And then 5s again. So just 1 more.
And then
AP 1.
3 ups. So that'll kill that one who has a wound. Kills another one. 1 has 2 wounds left.
All right. And then we're going to go with the heavy bolter into that squad now. So 1 auto. Reroll this 1 for the Commissar. 2 autos. And then I need 5 to 5, so 4s. So, wait, I do not... No, I'm not in range.
So, any AP?
This is going to be AP 1, AP 2 now.
He's dead.
All right. It's pretty effective shooting. So, guys, so the command squad, the reason why I hesitate on it, the command squad gives you rerolls of 1 wound rolls. So, that's pretty good. That was 2 guardsmen. 2 units of guardsmen just picked up that unit. Now,
yep.
Rolling, obviously we play a dice game, but that was pretty powerful shooting right there. All right, so now we're going to go with, I think we're going to go with this Wyvern.
Okay.
Which I don't know if I'm in range. I have 48 inches over your sisters. I don't think I have range over your sisters.
These sisters?
Yeah.
No.
Right there?
Still no.
Okay. I can go all the way over to them.
Yeah.
If I need to, but I think I'm going to go into them as I think I'm going to go into those sisters.
Okay.
With my Wyvern.
All right.
And I'm going to go into, because they are touching, I'm going to put the heavy bolters into them as well.
Okay.
Just going to try to pick up the sisters if I can.
Yeah.
I know they're possible. So with this, they are going to be pounding to dust, so they count as 10 models. So I'm going to get 3 shots. The dumbest. This is all right. GW, if you're watching this, change this thing, because this is 1 gun, 1 turret, and it's 4 D6 shots. Because of blast, I'm only going to get 3. So on 4 dice, my minimum is 3 because it's blast, and it doesn't make any sense. It's not D3. It's not 3 per dice. It's 3 per weapon, the way it's worded. So, D6 shots. So that's 2. I need 4 more there. All right. So we are going to be hitting on, because I moved in, I'll be hitting on 4s. Looking for 6s. And I have no rerolls on these. And then we're looking for 3s. So we have that many at -1.
So 3 ups because I'm in cover.
Yep.
And they
it's
all
pretty
live.
good. How about that?
If only I could roll that before.
I guess I'll take that trade. The heavy bolters. That misses. All right. So that wasn't that good. All right. So that was that. I'm gonna have. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the field ordnance into these bikes right here. So first, we're gonna use the Malleus rocket launcher, which is inside there, and it's going to be D6 plus 6. So we're going to have 12. That's pretty good. All right, come on now. Got to get bigger hands. All right, hitting on 4s. And because of the take aim order, we're actually hitting on 3s. So that's good. We are re-rolling these for the they're not core. We're not re-rolling those. That was a 3 in there. Wait, I'm hitting on 3s. And then strength 6, toughness 6. So 4s. So we have 5 at -2 now because of the take aim.
So 4 ups. So I take 3 damage, so one guy has 2 left.
Okay, and then the bombast, just D6 for 1. 3s hits, and 3s again in the box. Wounds -2, -3.
I take it with a 1, so how much damage?
Just 2 damage.
So it kills one guy.
All right. I'll start with this battle tank actually. This battle tank into them because of the meltas and the heavy bolters will go into them as well. So we have reroll 1s because of the order. So that's going to be this battle tank into these guys. So D6 plus 3 on the turret weapons for 8. So guys, now the new rule with Lehman Russes. What Lehman Russ is the turret weapons get +1 to hit. So now the turrets are hitting on 3s instead of 4s. Tank commanders don't matter anymore now besides the orders, but it's still 3s. So we'll be hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. So we have re-roll that 1. So we're going to take these 2s out. And then it's going to be strength 8, toughness 5, so 3s. So we have 5 at -2.
So 4 ups. So I take 2 damage.
2 damage each. 3 damage each, I'm sorry.
So that'll kill one.
All right. And then we have the meltas. Multi-meltas hitting on... These guys are actually hitting on 4s now because they're responses. Reroll the 1s because of the order. That's going to auto. And then strength 8, toughness 5, so 3s. Nothing. So 1 at -4. Saved it. All right. And then the heavy bolters. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling the 1s. 6. That will wound.
All right.
-1. So
3 ups. Saved.
Good. All right. So that was good for that. We still have 1 left. I'm going to have... I'm going to have that tank commander shoot. He's going to put the meltas into this remaining bike, and the bolter and the battle cannon into the dreadnought.
All right, let's do it.
So here's the 2 meltas into the bike, hitting on 4s. Reroll the 1s because whatever the order was, I can't remember what it was. And then 3s. So we have 2 at -4.
So 4 ups. Take 1 damage.
What's he? I can't kill him. Wounds. I can't kill him unless I roll 6 or 5.
We'll kill him. He is gone. So you have scored no prisoners because that's 15 wounds on the dot right now.
All right, nice. All right, so battle cannon, D6 plus 3. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting on 3s. 1 auto. The order. And then we're going to be 3s again. So we have that many at -1. -2.
-2, 4-ups. So I take 3 damage.
Did 3 damage.
So 2 for the minus, and then the feel no pain. So I take all 6. So I'm at 3 wounds left.
Okay, so guys, just so we did, we did right there. His dread does reduce wounds, so it goes from 3 to 2, and then your feel no pain was what, 6?
Yeah, I have a 6 up, but I didn't make any of them.
Okay, so the heavy bolter's going into him as well.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s, wounding on 5s, nothing. All right, so that's this tank shot, the wyvern shot, all this shot, these guys shot. He can't shoot because he fell back. We're going to go with this tank here into the dreadnought, that Punisher, the Executioner, and then all the heavy bolters into the sisters.
Okay.
All right, so D6 plus 3 into the dread.
Overcharging?
Always overcharging. Unless I say it, always overcharging.
Okay.
At least with the tanks. All right, so hitting on 3s. 2 autos. And then 3s again. So we have 5 at -4.
So 5 ups because he's not the shield guy. So I take them all. 3 damage apiece, right?
Yeah.
So 15 plus, so 5, and then another 5, and here are my 6 ups. Probably dead. We'll see.
Did it? Dude, that'd be awesome if you just like threw down.
Yeah, no.
All these things.
Then does he explode?
No.
He doesn't.
All right. So heavy bolters then into the sisters. Hitting on 4s. These are good rerolls. Rerolling for the order. Oh, there's no orders on him. And then 3s. So 4 at -1.
4 at -1, down to -none. 3 ups. Kill 2.
I was gonna say I can't kill those things, man.
So I'll take these 2 right here.
All right, so I think only these things are only in range of. Yeah, so we're gonna put this into these 3 guys right here.
Okay. So they're -1 hit from the Vexilla, and I'm gonna spend 1 command point to transhuman them.
Okay. So
do I get that command point back? I do.
You do. All right, so we have that Plasma Executioner, first D6 plus... Let's shoot the small arms fire for... Nah, there's no wounds on them. All right, so D6 plus 3 from the Executioner. For 6. Hitting on 3s, now 4s because they're -1 to hit. And that's pretty good. And then... Force. Because of transhuman. So 3 at -4.
3 4-ups. Saved?
Saved them all. Nice. D3 plus D3 shots. So we have 5 shots. These are from the sponsors and Paul. Hitting on 5s now because of they're naturally 4. He's -1. So 5s. Reroll this because of the order. So just 1 at -3.
So saved.
All right. All right. That was not good. Not that the shooting phase has been bad, but
I mean, you killed him quite a bit. It ain't terrible.
I guess I can't complain if 1 tank misses. We're gonna go with this into I think into these guys here. You cannot see him. Actually, you cannot see him because of this does not have line of sight.
Oh.
If you guys see under there, I can't see. So it's got to be into those same guys that we've been shooting at.
Yep.
All right. So battle cannon, D6 plus 3. Dude, I'm not going to lie, man. It's pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 4s because it's the turret weapon. So we got 1 there. Take these out. I'm going to re-roll these ones. And then we have 4s again because of transhuman. So we have 4 at -2.
-2. I do have a guy who is touching it, so I get a 3 up against these. So, how much damage are they?
3 damage each.
3 damage each. It'll kill one because they have 4 wounds piece.
All right. And then I think he has...
And because I took it on him, he has to go.
Okay. Yeah, so guys, that's another good point. Because he took it on the guy who was in cover, that's the guy who has to take the wounds and be put off the board if he dies. So we have 9 shots from the heavy bolters. Hitting on 5s. 6s will auto. 1 from the order.
So 2 auto wounds.
2 auto wounds, that's it. -1.
So I take 1.
All right, 2 damage.
2 damage, so one guy has 2 left. Okay.
All right. Now the issue is, where do I want to shoot my Manticore? I think what I want to do is have the Manticore go into... Is he bodyguard now? Is Trajan
Yes.
still bodyguarded?
Yeah,
Okay, those are bodyguards.
So custodians count as 2 extra models for the purpose of bodyguarding. So
Okay.
as long as there's at least 2 custodians by any character, you can't shoot at them.
Okay. I think I'm going to just drop my Manticore into your sisters back there.
Right back here? Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to take my heavy bolters into these sisters here.
All right.
So we're just going to target the sisters.
These guys will be at -1 back here, and they'll
Okay.
get +1 in their save because of indirect fire.
Yes. And because of the pound in the dust, they count as
10 guys.
10 guys. So does it really matter? Because it's D6 + 3. So I guess it's gonna automatic be 9. It's gonna automatic be 6.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's see what we got. D6 + 3. All right. So that actually worked out. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 4s. That's good. These are bad. And then 2s.
Yep.
So 2 at -1 now because of the indirect fire.
Okay, so 4 up. Kill 2.
Okay.
So I'll take these 2 back here.
And then the heavy bolters going into these other sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1. Just 1.
All right.
-1. -2, actually.
Saved on 6.
Okay. All right. So at the end of my turn, we are not going to charge. At the end of my turn, we are going to extend battle lines. We are not going to investigate sites. We're going to actually throw that one back into the ponds. And we did get no prisoners because we killed more than 30 wounds.
Okay. Yeah, but he did not kill enough units. He only killed 3, whereas I believe I killed 6. So
Yep.
I will score grind them down.
Exactly. So at the beginning of your turn, now we're going to turn 2. You are gonna get 10 points, right?
Yep.
Because you hold that, and you hold more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the primary mission. So we'll slow the score, and we'll come back after Eric's movement phase.
All right.
All right, guys, we are back at the beginning of Eric's turn. He got investigate sites, which is basically doing action in the middle of the board, as long as I have 6 inches, as long as I don't have anybody within 6 inches. He also has blood and guts, which is kill 3 units in the melee phase, fight phase, and extend battle lines, which is basically, is it taking one that I have?
And also control 1 or more, so it's just controlling them. So I already have that.
You already have it already. So that's actually pretty good. 2 you already have. When did this one come in at the end of the turn?
End of the turn. So
you'll be able to do that one pretty easily. All right, your Master Kata.
I'm in Rendax. I'm going to be in stance 1, so 6s are going to auto wound because I only have a few in charge distance. Okay. I am going to try and get them and clear some guys out, but I just want to be careful that I'm not overextending, and I really want to save that for next turn when I'm a little bit more in his face to get that +1 strength.
Gotcha. All right, sir. So command phase stuff.
Command phase. These guys got exploding 6s.
Okay.
And these sisters are doing my investigate sites, and that's pretty much it for my command phase. So
just kind of move these guys up a little bit.
I move them up a little bit just to get in range. These guys are moving up, hopefully going to get their charge off. That's the plan on a lot of these, is just moving guys up, hopefully get some charges. Unlike last time. Hopefully I'm not going to fail a bunch.
I got 1 CP.
All right.
You got 2 CP?
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Now we're on the shooting. So the first things first, this tank right here is going to put all his shots into the plasma tank he can see.
Executioner?
Yep.
All right.
So he'll have 8 shots at strength 7, and then 6 shots at strength 6.
Okay, and I'm going to actually pop that same strength. Oh, no, it's 2 CP. Yep. Can't do that. It's 2 CP.
So first the strength 7 one, so hitting on 2s. So 2 misses. Wounding on 5s. The 6s do not auto wound because he does not get a kata. Because he's a vehicle. So that is 2 at -3.
2 at -3. Damage?
2.
2 damage. All right, so it's going to be 5s. And take them. So he's going to go down to, you said 2 damage each, right? So he's going to be at 11.
All right. Then the Lastrum Stormbolter, or the Lastrum Heavy Bolter.
Guys, they start at 13 wounds, so.
You took 2. The 2 damage piece.
They're 2 damage each. Oh, yeah. My bad.
You're all good.
So they're going to be 9.
Yep.
I took 4, actually.
Yes, 4 total.
Okay, go ahead, roll it.
All right, so hitting on 2s. 1 misses, and then this one's wounding on 5s again. So that's 2 at -2. They're only 1 damage piece.
Okay, so they do have a 2-up armor save, so it's going to be 4s.
3s, because you got armor.
Oh, armor contempt, yeah, so 3s. I'll still take 1.
Just 1 damage.
Go down to 8.
All right. These guys right here are going to put their, well...
You guys are correction. It's not called, I know I called it armor contempt, but it's called armor treads, which is now a 5-point upgrade.
So these guys are going to put both their spears into this tank.
Okay.
Which will get +1 AP because I'm within 9 inches.
Okay.
And these guys will put their grenade launchers into this squad over here.
Okay.
So I'll do the grenade launchers first.
Okay, and the grenade launchers are
D3 blast, so
okay.
I get a minimum 6.
So guys, mechanical pack rat, he is a 4-up. He's got transhuman, just so everybody knows what the little flag was there for.
Yep. So I'm hitting I'll shoot my grenade launchers first.
Okay. The
reason I didn't roll the blast is because there's 10 guys in there. I get minimum 3 shots. And then that re-rolls for Trajan because they're next to him. And then wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1s for Trajan. So that's 3 at -3.
So 3 guys die.
Yep.
I'm actually going to pull my sergeant out of there, so I'll make that charge longer for you.
Yep. And then they're shooting everything, their spears into here.
Okay.
So here's a hit roll. Re-rolling 1s. 6s will auto wound because you are a vehicle and does not specify in melee.
Right.
And then 6s to wound because it's strength 4. So you got 2 at -2.
2 at -2. Damage?
2.
2, so it's going to be 2 at -, so 4-ups. Take them both.
All right, so total 4.
Total 4, he's down to 8.
All right.
He's down to 9.
Mm-hmm. Trajan's going to put his spear in.
If you don't mind putting this 9 next to that.
Yep. There we go. And then Trajan's going to put his spear in the same place.
All
I
right.
am just out of 9, so he will not get the +1 AP. So 2 shots, because I am within 12 still. 1 auto wounds, and then the 6, or 5 actually, on that one.
Is that how that feels, dude?
What?
Is that how that feels? Just get auto wound.
And
What's
then
AP?
AP1.
AP1, damage?
2.
2, so it's going to be 3s. Takes it.
2 wounds.
Down to 6. Or down to 7, I'm sorry.
All right.
Can you change that, please?
Yep. All right. And let's see. I've got a few other things to shoot. So these guys are going to put... At this point, it's probably better just to wait on the charge because I need to kill 2 things in melee, so I'm going to wait the charge.
You need to kill 3 things in melee.
Yeah, so I think I can kill these 3 things, but I really don't want to be shooting them anymore if I want to do that. And as nothing else is really in shooting range, except maybe from my Sagittarum, that might be the end of my shooting phase. Yeah, so my Sagittarum are going to shoot back there. They are going to shoot that tank ace.
All right.
So they will have 9 shots because they are not within the 15. So they're just shooting their cadaver bolters. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s because it's going to be strength 5. It's going to be -1 AP, 2 damage. No rerolls. 6s do auto wound.
Dude, we've rolled a lot of ones in this game. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of ones and twos.
And then wounding on 5s. So that's 3 at -1.
What's damage?
2.
2 damage minus, no, so minus 1, so 3s. All right. Take 1 damage. 2 of them. 5 up. Takes 1.
All right.
He's down to 12.
Okay, now we're on to our charges.
Guys, he's a knight of peony, so 5 up, 5 up. 5 up invuln, 5 up if don't in.
The first thing I'm going to start with is my Blade Champion, because he will give buffs to these guys for their charging if he can get in there. So his goal is going to be charging here. So it looks like he needs a 6 on the dice.
Question is, do I want to overwatch him? No, I don't.
All right, so here's his charge.
Give me a 2.
A 9's going to make it.
All right, he's in. What else are you going to charge?
He's going to, so these guys are going to multi-charge, because
Okay.
they'll get a +1, because they are charging a unit that he is in combat with now.
Yep.
So I will need a 7 with a +1, so I'll need a 6 on the dice. 6 on the dice.
All right.
So
anything else?
they made it. These guys are going to charge here. They should need an 8 because they were within 9.
Yep.
Yep. Or actually, that might be a 7.
It is a 7.
Yep. So they need a 7. 7.
In with a 7. Look at this guy.
In with a 7. I'm
Just
making all my
kidding.
charges. Then Trajan is going to charge. They're going to go here, so Trajan just needs to go straight forward.
Probably
Trajan needs a 9.
Yep.
So let's see. Let's do it. Reroll. 9
he's in
makes
with,
it.
in with 11. It's all the way in.
Yep, and he's going to.
He might be.
Yeah, he might be blocked out there, so I'm gonna try and go over there. Might as well. I think I need an 11 on them.
Yes, sir.
So might as well try and get some character protection. Reroll. 10.
10.
Or that doesn't make it because
Yeah.
I need an
I
11.
need 11. All right.
So yeah, that's all my charges.
We'll move all this and be back. All right, kids, we are back. So here's how it looks right now. He moved all this stuff in. The blade guard. What's it?
Blade Champion.
The blade. You almost said wizard.
I did.
The blade champion here. This guy, he's gonna be able to get all these attacks into this, if need be, into this Camaro. Although I think this blade guy is gonna pick him up. And then right there we have Trajan and his 2 guards going there. All right, where you want to start, sir?
I'm gonna start with my Blade Champion.
I cannot interrupt, so just do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, so he's going to hit with his Behemoth stance. So 6s to hit are going to auto wound at AP 5, 2 damage piece.
Okay.
Get 6 attacks. So these all will auto wound, and this one misses, so I got 1 hit. This is going to be Strength 7 to Toughness 7, I believe. So
Yep.
I believe I need a 4. So it's that many at AP 5.
AP 5, so they're just gonna go right through. What's the damage?
2 piece.
2 each. Ooh, just gets him. Does he explode? He does not.
Okay. Just when I need it. And then this guy is just going to go 3 to get character, or a couple inches just to get character protection. So now I'm going to go with my guard. So they get 3 attacks apiece, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. So
See if I should just pick these dudes up or not. What's that? What's the
AP4.
Yeah. Anybody?
Well, you never know. I could roll a bunch of 1s.
You could roll a bunch of 1s.
They will not auto wound because you're not a vehicle. So
How many is that?
4, 8,
10. Just 10. All right, those guys are dead. So let me just get these guys out of here.
Okay.
They've done their job. They got in your way. That's all I wanted.
Yep, it stopped me from hitting a tank this turn.
And I'm hoping by next turn they are not going to be there.
Hopefully, we'll see. You don't have as many guards in the shoot me with. Then all of those guys. So I'm going to start with my Terminators.
Okay.
So 8 attacks with the spheres, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s, wounding on 4s because they are strength 8. Rerolling 1s, it's going to be AP 3. And 6s auto wound. So 1 auto wound, 2 rerolls. So all hit, and then wounding on 4s.
And that's not from the mechanical pack, right?
Yeah, just inherently.
All right.
3.
AP 3?
Yeah, AP3.
AP3 or?
Yes.
Okay.
Because they're usually AP2, but because I'm...
5s. Saved damage.
2 apiece.
So he's down to 3.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Add 4. Okay.
And then they're Misericordious, 2 attacks, hitting on 2s. Wounding on...
4s.
Yeah. Or, no.
5s?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, missed. And then Trajan, he gets 6 attacks.
I didn't know what... I thought the Misericordias were harder or higher strength.
No, they're strength 5. They're just strength user. So, Trajan, he will hit on 2s, rerolling his own hit roll. Wounding on 4s because you're transhumaning. He would wound on 3s.
All right.
So there's hit roll. 2 auto wounds. So that's 3 at -4, I believe.
-4, so 6s. Damage.
3 apiece.
3. So does he blow up?
Yep.
He does not. All right, guys. So I'm going to use a strat for 1 CP. It's called Vengeful Salute. So before I lift that tank off the board, I get to fire with my turret weapons, and I can only hit on 5s. So even though turrets normally hit on 3s and shooting out of combat, they can have 4s. But this specific strat says you have to hit on 5s. So I'm going to shoot them into... what does Trajan have?
Trajan has not used his movement shackle, so I can't ignore the first failed. He has toughness 5, 2-4, and then a 5 of field.
2-4, so he's a 4-up.
Yeah.
And a 5-up. Or should I just try to take those other guys? No, I'm gonna go into Trajan with this. So D3 plus 3. I'm sorry, D6 plus 3.
Okay.
That's pretty good. For 9. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, 9. And I'm hitting on 5s, but really just looking for 6s. So this is good. This is good. That's it. Just 2 at -4.
So 4-ups. I take them both. They're 3 damage piece, right?
Yep.
I'll use my movement shackle to ignore 1.
Okay.
So then how much damage?
3 damage.
So then it's 5 of field, no pain. So I take 1. So
all right, that's pretty good. I just wanted you to use that shackle thing.
Yeah, that's fair. 7 wounds left?
Oh, before we even do that, I got to make sure he doesn't blow up.
You did.
Oh, I did that already?
Yeah, you did, and you failed because you rolled a 2 for your...
Okay, because if he doesn't blow up, if he blows up, guys, you cannot use that strat. Just so everybody knows, you can't use that strat if he blows up. All right, at the end of your turn, sir, what did you score?
So, I got Investigate Signal because my sisters in the center did it. That's probably where I would have shot my cannon, but that's just me. I scored Blood and Guts because I killed 3 units in combat.
Yep.
And then I scored Extend Battle Line because I was already controlling it.
15 points for you.
Yep.
Plus the 10 already. So I'm only going to hold 2. So I'm going to only hold... He holds more than me, so I'm going to get 5 on this. And we will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, after my movement phase, so I got Overwhelming Firepower as my card, which is kill 3 units with range attack. Blood and Guts, which is kill 3 units in melee attack, which I don't think I'm going to do because I'm not built for it. And then Battlefield Supremacy, which is control 3 or at the end of my turn, control 3 objectives on the battlefield. So going to command phase stuff. So you got to follow this close, guys. I'll try to do my best I can. In the command phase, my command squad gave take aim to these guys. They have the platoon. They have the platoon keyword. I forgot to say this earlier. They have the platoon keyword, so they can in fact receive orders. Okay, so a platoon and squadron are the 2 keywords that you're looking for. Those are the units you can do orders to. So my field ordnance will take aim from them. So take aim did infect these guys because they were within 6 inches during the time of the order. So it is going to affect these guys. They also did gunners take sight, gunners kill on sight, which was this wyvern. This Manicore was by it within 6 inches. So was this tank commander. I'm sorry, it's this tank. So by the time when the orders were issued, so we have that going on. So now they're going to all re-roll hit rolls of 1. The tank commander then issued Gunner's Kill on sight there. So he's going to reroll hit rolls of 1. And then my Commissar and the priest are underneath there. So the priest was not in range of 3 inches of the range to give away his 5-up invuln, but he did, however, heal this tank fully, D3 wounds. And then, so my Commissar's orders were, I didn't give a Perfectus order out because I just didn't need to, but I did give that one lone guardsman here. I gave him move, so he was able to move and advance to get onto the objective. Nothing on here is OBSEC. He is OBSEC. So I actually stole that objective to get battlefield supremacy, which was seems to always happen to me that happens to me with one model left, but whatever. Then after my movement phase, I moved these guys over here to screen off these folks here, and then moved the battle tank out this way so I can get some shots off. And yeah, just kind of started moving around to position myself to play the long game here and see if I can do some damage in this round. So we're going to go to shooting. And let's, again, start with these guardsmen, man, and see what they can do. Okay. So all these guardsmen going into these guys here. So I'll get the dice. All right, so that's right here, the las guns onto these guys here. So we have hitting on 3s now because of take aim. All right, and then we're gonna looking for 5s. Mm-hmm. So we have that 5 at AP 1 because of the take aim order.
I'm taking a 2-up because my shield gives me +1 to my save. So I saved them all.
Save them all right. And then the heavy bolter. None of those. That was brutal. Heavy bolters are still heavy weapons, so I moved, so it would have been taken. It would have been on 4s still because of the take aim. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this entire battle cannon here into those guys.
Okay. Strength.
The battle cannon strength 8.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2. I need to spend 2 to arcane alchemy them because they have more than 3 models. Do I gain a CP back? I don't. And then, does that tank have any rerolls?
It has rerolls of no, that was not the one.
Okay, then go ahead.
That was not the one.
Yep.
So here we go. So that's going to be 6 shots from the battle cannon, D6 plus 3. Hitting on 3s. Or are they minus the 1 to hit?
Nope.
Hitting on 3s. And I have no rerolls on that.
And then wounding on 4s.
So 3 at -2.
All right, so 3 ups. -2 with a +1. I take 1 damage.
3 damage.
So just kills 1.
All right. And then the Meltas. No rerolls. 2 autos. 4s. -4.
Saved.
All right. Doesn't matter if you roll 6s.
Nope.
Heavy bolters. All hit. And strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s. 1 wound at -1.
So 2 up. Saved.
All right. Okay. So that was pretty good there. I think I'm going to put that into those guys there. Yep.
Okay. Let's do it.
Well, this guy making him negative to hit is actually pretty good, but I'm more concerned about...
But he isn't around anyone who... He gives himself it right now, but
yeah.
You have to be 6 inches. I failed this charge, so...
Yeah, let's... Yeah, we'll go into that squad there with that battle cannon.
2 Terminators.
All right, so here we go. D6 plus 3 for 6.
All right.
Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
Rerolling the 1s because of the order. So we have 2 and then auto. Let's see. And that's nothing. So 2 at -2.
So 4 ups. Saved.
Saved him. This guy's rolling all kinds of good now.
To make up for losing 5 guys,
exactly.
las guns.
Exactly. I can't really complain about that. All right, hitting on these are 4s. These are heavy bolters. Rerolling the 1s. And then 4s. So 5 at -1.
All right, so 3 ups. Take 2 damage.
2 damage each.
So kills 1, puts 1 on 2 wounds.
Okay. Which then leaves Trajan for...
Yes, he is now targetable because I only have 1 guy by him, which counts as 2. So I only really have 2 guys by him.
All right, so I'm going to have this tank go into Trajan.
Sounds good.
D6 plus 3. 6. This has been consistent.
All right.
Hitting on 3s. No rerolls because he's a tank commander. And then wounding on 3s. Wow.
So 1 4-up. Take it. Damage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Oh, 3 damage. That's a tank. That's a battle cannon.
His feel no pain, so he takes 2.
All right.
So he's down to 5.
I think I have 2 heavy bolt or 2
Melta-guns?
2 melta-guns.
Do it.
Hitting on 4s. No rerolls.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. So 3 at -4.
4 ups. I take 2. Roll for damage. 3.
I'm spending 1.
Okay.
On the 1. All right, so he's going to take 5.
5. Okay. Feel no pain. I take 3. He has 2 wounds left.
All right, and then 1 heavy bolter. 1. -1.
Take it.
2.
Feel no pain. Or 2.
1 more.
He's dead. I'm going to spend my last CP to shoulder the mantle. That way I'm still getting CP. Okay. My blade champion is going to shoulder the mantle, so he is now my warlord.
Okay.
I do not generate an extra warlord trait because he already has warlord traits.
Okay. Does can you get back up?
Trajan?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you had something like that.
Nope.
All right. So that's pretty good right now. I think I did block all those guys from really seeing. I guess I got 4 guys I can see. How many over there can see Eric and see that guy? 3, 4.
I'm not even sure it's that many, but
2.
Shoot.
2. Well, I can see the base of at least 4 of them.
Okay, shoot 4.
From where I'm here. From where are they within 12?
Within 12. So, yeah, they should be. Except this guy in the very back. They're all within.
Okay, I can't even see that guy.
So
I can only see.
Shoot 8.
Actually, I think one of those guys I can see is a sergeant. So 7. Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
5s. So we have 4 and no minus.
4 2-ups. Saved.
All right. Gotta shoot him. Gotta shoot him.
Yep.
All right. So that tank shot. That tank shot. This tank.
I thought he shot here.
Shot there. You did. This did not shoot. This did not shoot. These did not shoot. This did not shoot.
Yep.
All right. So we're going to put. All right, guys. So I'm going to put this unit, the field ordnance, into these guys here. So the first is D6 plus 6 from the Malice rockets. So it's going to be 10. And then they are taking aim, so it's going to be +1 to hit. And so we're going to be at, that's going to be from this inside the building here to these guys here. That's going to be hitting on 3s. And then wounding on their strength, what?
Toughness 5.
Toughness 5, so wounding on 3s. Where were all those 6s last time? Holy cow.
So, AP? Alright, so it's AP 1. I have +1 on my save, so 2 ups. I take 1 wound.
All right, 1 wound. All right. And then the bomb blast is going to be D6 plus. Or no, it's just D6. No, D6 plus. For 3. And then we're looking for 3s. And just 1.
That was a hit roll.
That was it. Well, you know what? Those were actually. I don't remember. All right, so actually that was AP, guys. It was AP. It was because of take aim, it makes it higher AP, so it's actually AP2, not AP1. Eric did roll another 2, so she took 2 damage. And then 1 from the last guy. So that does wound.
So AP.
That's going to be -3.
-3. Taking my 4 up. Saved.
Saved. All right. All right. So now we're going to go with. I'm just going to put everything from this cannon into them. Same thing. We'll just roll with that.
All right.
So D6 plus 3 in the box. 4,
6.
6.
Overcharging.
Always.
All right.
So hitting on. Yeah. So wounding on. Hitting on 3s.
All right. And wounding on 4s because they're still transhuman.
So 4 at -4.
All right. So 4 ups. Take the 3 damage piece, so that's going to kill 3. So it'll kill the wounded one, and then these guys.
All right, the heavy bolters going into the other guys. I should have fired the small arms fire again. I did that backwards. Hitting on 4s. Reroll that from the gunners. Kill on sight. And then 5 to 5.
Yep.
So 5 at AP 1.
So I'm taking 2 ups then, because +1. So take 2. He has 1 wound left.
All right. So we're gonna fire. I just have these 2 things left. So I'm gonna fire. That made it more difficult.
AP.
All right. So guys, here's the discussion, and I wanted to come back for the discussion because it's kind of a strategic discussion. So I still have kill 3 units, overwhelming firepower. I only got 1, which is Trajan. I have this guy on 2 wounds. I have this guy on 2 wounds. I have these 2 things you have to shoot. So my thought is, do I want to try to pick this unit up, score that 5 points, or do I want to go after the blade guard, the blade champion, who is actually going to pick up everything he touches? So my thought is I'm going to go after the blade guard or the blade champion because he's going to do more damage than this guy is and that guy is. So I'm going to forego those 5 points and try to win the long game because we're only in turn 2. Okay. So Manticore is going to go into him. So D6 plus 3 on the shots. Oh, that is not good. Did I use a reroll already? Guys, I started with 2, so I had to use it somewhere. So he's going to get 4 shots. 4, and then they are going to be hitting on... Take aim is going to make him hitting on 3s.
But -1 because of Radiant Mantle, so you back up the 4s.
Okay, so 4s. Reroll the 1. So it's 1 in auto, so it's going to be AP3 with the take aim.
So I have a 4 up. I'm not going to pop Eagle's Eye here because not worth it for this.
You saved it. All right, that was pretty good. So that was horrible. I mean, these are the heavy bolters.
Yep.
Take aim. Oh my gosh. So the Manticore whiffed, which is not good. Oh man, what do I want to do here now? Because I'm not going to be able to kill that thing. We'll go to heavy bolters here, and we'll do the launchers into that.
I'll take the -1 because this is obscuring.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. So here we're gonna do that first. So D6 shots. Well, that was pretty good. So we're gonna have 6. 6, 5, 4. Okay, throw those in there. So it's going to be, because of take aim, I'm going to add 1 to the thing. So it's going to be 4s, -1. So -1, so 5s. Wait. So
you're at
5s,
take aim,
I'm at,
which is +1, so that'd be 3.
Yeah,
-1
so
goes indirect to 4s.
4s is what I'm doing. All right, so these, this, re-rolling these 1s because of the order. So I'm just going to take out all the misses. All right, and then strength is 6.
So 3s.
So I'll take out that many. So that's going to be, so these would have been 8. So let's do the math real quick. Would have been AP 1, going down to AP 0 plus take aim is going back up to AP 1, so AP 1.
Okay, so 3 ups.
Save them. Oh, takes them all.
But you're shooting this guy who had 2
Yeah,
wounds,
exactly.
so he has 1 left.
Nice, nice. All right, so heavy bolter. 1. And he doesn't actually hit on 3, so nothing. Just 1. AP 2.
3 up.
Saved it. All right.
All right.
So that didn't work out very well for me.
Okay. Any charges?
They want to charge that one guy because you're going to heroic. How many attacks does he have, the Blade Wizard?
So he has 6. I can hit you with a Hurricanus stance, which is doubles my attack, so I'll get 12 at -2. It's usually -1 plus 1 AP for that, and 1 damage piece.
I'm probably not going to do that.
Okay.
All right, so that will be it. At the end. Go ahead.
Heroic interventions.
All right.
There, and he has a 6-inch heroic.
All right.
So he's going.
So you could pick that guy up actually.
I could. Yeah.
So that could stop me from scoring.
We'll see. Yeah, that's why it's important. So I'm gonna roll the.
How many attacks does he have?
He has 4 attacks plus a Misery Concordia.
4 attacks. What's the? So he's gonna be wounding him.
Strength 8 -3 2 damage piece.
Just to try to keep him alive, I'm gonna Vengeance for Cadia.
Okay.
Transhuman him.
All right. So hitting on 2s. No rerolls. And then wounding on 4s. So 1 at -3.
It still kills him.
Okay.
I was trying to take a chance of you rolling low, so that guy will die.
And then you can hit me with those 10 guys. Or however many you want to hit into him. He is -1 to hit, though. So.
Yeah, we're going to just move this over. Yeah, just kind of get as many as I can in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was able to just to get 5 of them in.
Okay. I think you got
6 of them in. So we have 6 plus the 2 for the chainsword and the commander.
Okay.
Hitting on 4s.
-1.
I'm hitting on 5s.
Do you want to wound in combat?
No.
No.
So nothing.
Okay. He's going to hit back with his 12 attacks because he's going to use a Hurricanus stance.
Okay.
So it'll be 12 attacks at strength 5. So I'm going to hit on 2s, wound on 2s at AP 2. It would be AP 1, but plus 1 AP because I'm Dread Host.
So you got a strength 5?
Yes.
So is it +1 to wound?
He's not +1 to wound, so it's wounding on 3s.
Yeah.
That's.
I thought you said 2s, man. That's why.
So it's that many at AP 2.
AP 2?
Yes.
So it's going to go right through, so
Yep.
I'm going to use that.
So that's 7.
7, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll leave that guy. 6. 2, 4, 6, 7.
All right. Cool.
All right. So make sure he's touching them.
Yep.
All right, so let's do this. Let me roll a morale. Let's see if I can get a 1 on this. Ooh, so 1 guy runs.
And 2 more.
Anything but a 2. Anything but 2 2s, really.
2 2s. They all run.
Horrible. All right, so that last turn did not go well.
Okay.
But, all right, so at the end of my turn, I don't think I scored any of these, actually. I did not. I whiffed on all of them. I only got 5 points that round. So hopefully we can pick it up next round. You're going to score...
I will score,
you score
my
10, and then whatever your cards are after your movement phase.
Yep.
All right, guys, back and after the end of Eric's movement phase, he's got Storm Hostile Objective, which is basically getting on something that I control already. Yep. Scared No Man's Land, which looks like he's done.
Yep.
So that's pretty easy. And No Prisoners is 30 wounds.
Yeah, which I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do at this point because he's only really got a few wounds left of non-infantry, non-characters. But I want to save my CP, so I'll just discard that at the end and I won't score it this turn.
Okay, so let's do it. What are you going to do? Command phase.
Command phase. I went to stance 2 in Rendax, so +1 strength if I'm charging. And he gave himself All-Seeing Annihilator because the Sagittarum were not in range. The Sagittarum advanced to get onto this objective, but they have assault weapons, so they can advance and shoot. And then my sisters advanced over here. They went 12 inches in total with their advance, but they have flamers that are assault, so they can still shoot. No one else advanced because I'm hoping to make some more charges off. He's probably going to stay there. Just be a pain. That way this tank cannot come this way this turn.
Okay.
So.
And then the blade guard or the wizard come up here to charge the manticore.
Yep. So,
all right, go ahead, sir.
All right, so I'm going to start shooting. My sentinel, or my single guard, is going to shoot the field ordnance.
Okay.
He gets 2 shots because he's within 12, and it'll be +1 AP. So I'm going to hit on 2s and wound on 4s. Both hit, and then he 4s the wound. Because it's strength 4, toughness 4. So 2 at -2.
-2, so 6s. Nope, damage.
2 damage piece.
1's down to 2.
All right.
We'll take it on this top guy here.
My Sagittarum guard are going to shoot the field ordnance as well. The only thing in range is their bulk cadaver, or the volleys, so those are going to go in. So 9 shots, it's -1 hit because I advanced. So I'll be hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s because it's going to be strength 5. So that's a bunch of 1s.
Which we like.
Uh-huh. I don't think I like them. And then wounding on 3s. So it's 2 at -1.
-1, so 5s. Takes 1 more damage.
2 damage.
So that's going to kill this guy.
Alright. Then my sisters are going to shoot the field ordnance. I'm going to... What do I want to do here? Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to spend 1 CP to give them +1 strength.
Okay.
So it'll be strength 5.
Alright.
So these are number shots. So, not terrible, not great. And then...
Still enough to kill him. So guys, those field ordnance are strength 3, toughness 4, 6 wounds each, 4 up save.
So now wounding on 3s. So it's that many at -1.
1. So 5s. Wow. Down to 1.
Alright. Now my tank, or, well, let's put this guy right here. We'll shoot him. He's got 24 inches, so he's in range. Only 1 shot, though.
That's this guy here?
Yep, that's my Vexilla. So 1 shot, hitting on 2. It hits. Wounding on 4, because 4 to 4. It wounds at -1.
Save it.
Alright. So now, unfortunately, I gotta direct some of my tank to it. So what I'm gonna do is, I really want that thing dead, but I think the Lastrum bolters can do it. So I'll put the 6 Lastrum bolters into the field ordnance. Has 36 inches, so it's in range. And then he's going to put his big gun into the wounded tank.
Okay.
So I'll shoot the wounded tank first. So 8 shots, hitting on 2s. So all hit.
Pretty good.
Wounding on 5, because strength 7.
Not so good.
Nothing. Then the 6 Lastrum bolters into the wounded field ordnance. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s, because strength 6.
AP.
And AP 2.
AP 2, so I need 6s.
Yep.
3 6s. Oh, he dies.
Yep. So he's dead. Just what I need, because I need to get my Blade Champion in there to get on the point. And last guy, he's not going to do a whole lot, but this Terminator over here is going to put all his shots into the Tank Commander.
All right.
Just because he can. So it'll be +1 AT because I'm within 9 inches, but not doing a whole lot of damage because it's not very high strength.
That's going to be this guy here?
Yep. Okay. So first I'll do the grenade launcher. It's D3 shots because it has blast. So 3 shots. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s because strength 5. They all hit. And then the wound roll. So 2 wounds at -4.
-4, so 6s.
1 damage piece.
5s, doesn't matter. Damage.
1 apiece.
1 apiece.
So it takes 2.
Down to 11.
Then his 2 spears, because he's within rapid fire range. Hitting on 2s. Both hit. Wounding on 6s, because strength 4. 1 at -2.
AP, or damage?
2.
2, so...
AP 2.
AP 2, 2 damage. So we need 4s. Good.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Now, that's all my shooting, so we're on to charges.
Okay.
So the first charge I'm going to make is I'm going to make my Blade Champion into the Wyvern. The reason why is that way when I charge my other guy, he'll get +1 to charge because you'll be in combat with him.
Yep.
So let's see the range first.
No, I didn't. I think you need like a 3.
Yep, like a 3. So
He's
5's gonna make it.
He's in.
And then the other guy will get a +1 to his charge. So he will need a 5 on the dice. That's gonna make it.
6, all right.
So he is just gonna go right here. That way, I want to stay out of their heroic intervention.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm on to fighting. Because I'm not going to charge my Terminator, and the reason why I'm doing that is because he can't move. While he can go through these usually, his tanks can't go over me. Right. So I'm sitting there, hopefully blocking off some of his movement.
Right, exactly.
Because he's only got 1 moon left, and he's going to overwatch. So I'll start with my Blade Champion. He's going to hit with his Behemoth stance, so it's going to be Strength 8, because I get +1 for the charge. I'm going to auto wound on 2s, and it's going to, or 4 up.
What, before you do that, what's the damage?
It's 2 piece.
2 each?
Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my, that's 2 CP, never mind. Go ahead. Keep forgetting about that.
So these miss, these are auto wounds, and now it's Strength 8, so
3s.
So 4 at -5.
4 at -5, just go right through.
So
10
it's
damage?
8 damage in total.
8 damage, so he has 11, so he's down to 3.
Okay. Then my other guy's going to hit, so he's going to hit on 2s and wound on 4s because Strength 7 now. All hit. And now the wound roll. So 1 at -4.
And that will go all the way through. And damage?
2.
2. He is down to 1.
Okay.
Okay.
That's that. So
all right.
You fight back.
So I believe it's 6, but I could be wrong.
Probably
nothing. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Because I know the tanks get 6 attacks now. I'm not sure on the Wyvern, so
okay.
That didn't do anything. So you scored, sir.
Yes. So I scored Storm Hostile Objective because I'm the only OBSEC guy on that objective. Right. So I do control it now. And Secure No Man's Land, I already scored because I control
this one.
2 in the center.
Yeah, 2 and this one.
Yep. So I will score 10 for this. I do not score no prisoners. I'm going to throw that away because there's no point in keeping it because I'm not going to score it.
All right, so Eric's doing a good job right now as scoring his points. I'm hoping that I can clean this up this turn and then, yeah, move on to try to win the long game is what I'm trying to do. So I'll be back after my movement phase. All right, guys, back after my movement phase, we have Secure No Man's Land, which is basically me having to secure 2 in No Man's Land, which I am not going to be able to do this turn. Hold the line, which is getting him 6 inches away from my deployment zone. So I literally have to kill this, and them in this round to get to do that at the end of my turn. I'm not going to be able to do that on this. And I need 2 more for overwhelming firepower. I did get Tempting Targets. I spent the CP and put that back. So that's where I'm at now. Movement phase. Just move this tank inside here so I can shoot them. I actually, orders. Let's go orders first. From the command squad, I did full throttle, which was basically I was able to move them up, add 2 to my movement, then advance them, and they can still shoot. It's as the card says, as he remains stationary. And this is my Knight of Peony. And then we have, I left this in combat. I did do Gunner's Kill on sight from the tank commander onto this Wyvern. And in my command phase, this tank was within 6 inches of that. So it will still apply to this tank. And then moved my tank commander over this way to get some shots off here and here. He is touching this terrain just in case I need to shoot this guy here. And then I kept this in combat here because I didn't want him to get a charge off for him to heroic into my command squad. Moved the engine seer over to get a charge here. Moved my commissar. Well, she just aimed so I can get a charge there. And then I gave with the command squad, I gave this unit here first rank, second rank. So I just turned all their weapons into heavies. So that's where we are now. So we're going to go into Psychic. I do have my Astropath. So what I'm going to do is cast Smite onto this one guy here to see if I can pick him up. And I'm -1 because the sisters being right there. So I need a 6 on the dice. Oh, do I want to CP? Yeah, I'm going to CP because it's important. So it's going down to 0 CP, and I get a 7.
Okay.
So
does
it have a Feel No Pain?
He does. All custodians have a 6-up Feel No Pain.
All right, so 3.
3 6s. Oh, so he is dead because you only have 1 wound left.
Come on here.
All right.
All right. So that was good. I will start here to shoot my heavy bolters into that.
Okay.
Be hitting on 6s because he only has 1 wound left. Just 1, and
minus.
It's going to be -2 now because he's within range of the order when it started.
Right. So he's got.
Oh wait, I didn't give tank game over there. I didn't give tank game, so it's only -1.
-1. So, Blade Champions usually have a 3-up. When actually no, still 3-up. So 4-up. Takes 2.
2.
He's Feel No Pain. He's a 5-up. Takes 1. So he's got 7 wounds left because he gets the extra from Eagle Eye.
Okay. All right. So I made sure that I was just 6 inches out behind this, actually 6 inches away from him in case he kills him. I'm not sure if I bumped that or not, but it was supposed to be 6 inches.
Yeah.
All right, so shooting now. We are going to... I'm going to just start here.
Okay.
And this guy is character protected, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to actually start here at this tank and go into these guys here.
Right. -1.
What's his save?
He's got 2 of 4.
What's the other guy's save?
2 of 4.
2 of 4. So no matter what.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna start at this tank, and we're gonna put everything into them.
I'm going to transhuman them.
Okay, it's a good move.
It's only 1 because there's only 3 guys there.
So D6 plus 6, plus 3. I'm sorry. 4, 5.
Okay.
Hitting on 3s because of the turret being a turret weapon.
Because -1.
Okay. Oh yeah, because that guy is there. Yep. So 4s hitting on 4s. No rerolls.
4.
Nothing. Heavy bolters. This is where Custodians is showing their showing what they do best, to just be durable. So these all miss because I don't have anything on them.
5s, I believe.
Yep. And then 4s. Just 1.
AP.
-1.
So +1 for the cover. So 2 up. Saved.
All right. So that was that. Now we're gonna go with. Yeah, I mean everything's pretty much going into them. All these tanks here, so it doesn't.
Okay.
Really doesn't matter. Let's go with that guy first.
This guy.
Yeah, he's gonna go into them as well.
All right. Sounds good.
So we're gonna go with that tank over there. Oh, you know what? I forgot about that one guy there. Let's do my. Let's do all my guardsmen there.
Okay.
So we have 9 guys.
My intent was to touch the terrain, so I will.
All right, 27 shots hitting on 4s, 5s because they moved.
Yes.
And they're heavy weapons. +1. I'm sorry, 1 for the captain. I don't know what that was.
I think it hit. I don't think it.
I think it was a 5.
Yeah.
All right, so we have no rerolls. And we're going to take out all the 6s.
I don't love that.
And I'm just going to take out the wounds here. We can get rid of those. And then we need 5s again. So we got 7, whatever those were, no minus.
So 2 up. I live.
Oh, he lives. I just wanted to roll 1.
1 1.
1 1. All right, so we're going to put that, now we're going to go with these tanks here. This tank into, no, we'll do the Manic Core.
Okay.
The heavy bolters into that guy.
Okay.
And the missiles into those sisters.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so first we're going to do the heavy bolters.
Okay.
So that was good. And that's good. So -1.
+1 for cover, so 2 ups. He lives.
All right. And the sisters.
Yep.
Ooh, only 4 shots. And then we're going to be hitting on 5s. I don't have any orders over there. Oh, wait, I do have an order. Yeah, we're going to be hitting a reroll into ones. Okay. So just one.
Okay. 2.
2.
All right. AP?
-2.
-2.
-1 because the...
Yep, so 4 up. Kills 1.
All right.
I will not take my leader.
All right. So that's annoying. So I'm going to have to take that one guard. I'm going to have to shoot that. This is make sure that guy dies or keep shooting here. Let's put all my tank commanders meltas into this unit right here.
Okay.
So, well, everything from my tank commander. So this is going to be the battle cannon first. Man, rolling low. All right, so force and no rerolls, and then force because of transhuman. So just one at -2.
So 3 up, saved.
All right, meltas.
Okay.
That's unreal.
Ooh.
And then so 1. Yeah, just 1.
AP?
Because they're -1. Yeah, it's -1.
Saved.
Saved. All right, failing me big time. Let's put these meltas here.
All right.
Into the sisters.
Sounds good.
Everything from the hall and everything in the sisters, battle cannon into those guys there.
Okay, let's do it.
Because that's what we're just gonna have. So battle cannon first. For there, finally some decent shop things. All right, so hitting on force because of the 9. Okay, hitting on force because of the -1. Jeez, look at that, dude.
Any rerolls?
I have no rerolls. Oh yeah, I do reroll because it was by the gunner state game.
But didn't you give him?
Oh, I gave him full throttle. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. So that actually over. So just 2 at -2.
3 ups. Take 1 damage.
3 damage.
So it kills 1 guy.
All right. And then everything else into the sisters.
All right.
So.
Does the 3 hit?
No, just the 2 do. And then 2s. So,
kills 2.
All right, and then the heavy bolters.
I just won't take the leader.
Just 1.
1.
-1.
4 up. Take it.
All right.
Kills the sister. So
all right.
I'm dead.
So my last cannon left to shoot is that one over there that I keep wanting to go back to. All right, guys, battle cannon there into these guys here. Actually, everything. So I got 3 heavy bolters and a battle cannon. So here we're going to do the battle cannon first for 7. Hitting on their -1 to hit, so hitting on 4s. This works out pretty good. And did I put anything on them? No, I don't think I did. So. And then 4s. Nothing. Just 2 at -2.
3 ups.
Saved them. All right, and then the heavy bolters. This is where I can see some of these orders are. These rerolls are nice, dude. Because I would have rerolled all those ones. 6. And the rest of these all miss except for those 2 5s. And then 4s. So 3 at -1.
2 ups.
2
Take
damage.
2. So 1 guy's 1 win left.
All right, so that is going to be it, I think. What's their fighting?
They have 3 attacks apiece. They have Misery Concordia, so really 4 at -3, 1 damage piece.
What does that do?
He's got 4 attacks. He has his Castellan Axe, so strength 8, -3, 2 damage piece.
2 damage apiece, so they can't kill that tank. Essentially, is what I'm asking.
He does give himself exploding. He's gonna give himself exploding 6s. So if he got all 6s, but probably not.
All right, guys. After my charge phase, so I charged this here, got in here after my whatever. I don't know where we left off, but charge phase. I charged in here, got in there, touched both of those things, and actually charged here as well. So he's got a fight first ability.
Yes.
So I have to start here. Otherwise, because fight first, she gets a free interrupt, essentially. So I'm going to start with my servo arm there. I think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you know, he's got 2 attacks. He hits on 4s now because normally...
I'm transhuman to hit.
Okay, so normally he hits on 3s. Now he hits on 4s. I'm going to do the Engine Seer X. And it's going to be hitting on 4s. Both hit. And then it's going to be strength. Haven't used it before. Strength times 2, so it's going to be 8.
So 3s?
So 3s. So 1 at -2.
So 4 up. I take it, damage.
Takes 2.
Feel no pain. I take 1.
Takes 1. All right, he's down to 6.
All right, so he's going to fight then. So here's how I'm dividing my attacks. I'm going to put 2 attacks with Behamor into the vehicle. So those will auto-wound on 4s.
Okay.
We're going to put 2 attacks into the Engine Seer.
Okay.
They're going to use Victus, so I'll reroll wound rolls. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the Commissar that's in combat.
All right.
So I'll do the Behamor first. So that's 2 auto wounds at -5.
-5. Okay, does he blow up? He does not.
Then I'm going to hit the Commissar next. So this is the Victus. Both hit. Now I need the wound. So both wound at, because strength 6 at -5.
-5, so I have 5 ups. Ooh,
3 damage.
Just enough to kill her. Okay.
And then the Engine Seer. So I'm going to hit on 2s, wound on... So it's the same thing. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Because he's character at -5.
5s. No.
3 damage.
All right. So guys, the reason why I did that is because I wanted to split the attacks up. If one of those guys lived, it holds him in combat and he don't get to go in and do whatever he wants to do. So that's why I did that. It just didn't work out for me. But that was the play behind that. Whether or not it's good or bad or whatever. All right, so we will be back.
Well, you fight there.
Oh, that's right.
And then I'm going to fight into you.
I forgot about that, dude.
It's all good.
So 6 attacks hitting on 6s. Just 1.
All right, roll a wound.
It does not wound.
Okay, so now I get to fight into him. I'm still in Rendax with the +1 strength. So first I'm going to hit with my Vixilla. He has 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, because it'll be strength 9 with the +1. AP 3. He did give himself All-Seeing Annihilator, so he will get Exploding Success. So 1 miss, but it really comes back. And then here's the wound roll, wounding on 3s. So that is 2 at -3.
-3, so damage? 2, so it's going to be -3. So it's going to be 5. So just 1 takes 2.
Mm-hmm.
He's down to 11.
Then his...
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
No, 5 up. Thing.
Then his... I'm actually just going to roll them all together. So there will be 1 extra Misera Concordia here. So the Sagittarium have Misera Concordia, so while they usually have 3 attacks, I'm just rolling the +1 attack at the same time, and I'm going to roll, because there's no difference between them, rolling the other guys at the same time. So this is hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, and it's good. This is out. So 1 at AP 3, 1 damage, so really AP 2.
Nope, fails it. Damage?
1.
Save.
Okay.
5 up. All right. So now at the end of my turn, I did get overwhelming firepower for 5. I did not hold the line because of this guy right here. So that's not good. And I did not secure, because this tank is not OPSEC, so I did not secure No Man's Land. So what I might do is, so anyway, I'll think about what I'm going to do there. You're gonna have 10 points.
Yep.
And we'll be back after your movement phase.
All right, so this is my movement.
All right, so wait, before we do that, let's get...
Okay, so I got a tempting target. So
I picked that one over there.
I can't take that, so can't really do anything. I got Defend Stronghold, so I need to make sure these 2 sisters don't die on my home field objective at the end of your turn. And I have Hold the Line, which I'm pretty confident about that one.
Yeah, I don't see any... Unless, because I got to get within here, so yeah, you're good.
So, For movement, I moved my Terminator over here just to get a charge off because my goal is to tie this thing up so it can't shoot back at my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Moved my Blade Champion over here. His goal is going to be the charge in here. Probably multi-charge, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that was pretty much all my moves. They're staying in combat. He gave himself All-Seeing Annihilator. I had to move on the Deckrai. So what I did was, I'm going to be in stance 2, which is I can take an extra attack at -1 damage.
Oh. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm not sure. I think I mentioned, so I'm in Deckrai stance 2 really, so that's the getting an extra attack at damage 1. But as that is my Dreadhost's preferred stance, I'm going to be in both of them at the same time.
Okay.
So, moving on to shooting. Very first thing, my Terminator here is going to put everything into this
Do we do movement?
Yes. So I moved my Terminator over here. My Blade Champion just went around here. My goal is to tie this thing up in combat, and nothing else moved, so...
All right.
First things first, so everything into there. So 2 shots with the spear, hitting on 2s. Both hit. Wounding on 5s, because you're toughness 7, strength 4. So 1 at -2.
Takes it. Damage.
2 damage.
So he's going to be down to 9.
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Then 1 grenade launcher, D3 shots. 3. Wounding on 5, because strength 5. So 1 at -4, but 1 damage.
1 damage.
Yep.
So 6s. Nope.
Just 1.
Down to 8.
Okay. Then this tank is just going to put everything, so my Caladius is going to put everything into this wounded tank.
All right.
So first, the 8 shots. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So 1 miss, and then 5's the wound. So 1 at -3.
-3, so 5. Nope.
2 damage.
2 damage?
Yep.
That would have been, yeah. So that's down to 7.
Mm-hmm. Then the last from Bolter, so all hit, and then this is going to wound on 5 because it's strength 6 to toughness 8. So nothing.
All right.
All right, so that's all my shooting. So
Charges.
Yep. So I'm going to charge...
Does you guys have pistols? Anybody have pistols here?
No pistols. I'm going to charge him in the here.
Okay. Command squad or no?
Not getting the command squad.
All right.
So, my roll. An 8.
All right.
And then I'm going to charge this guy in as well. He gets a +1 because the Blade Champion's in there, so he needs a 6.
You need less than that, I think. You can go from here to here without...
Well, I don't want to be in combat with him, so... A 5 on the roll?
No, 6. You're right.
6? Okay.
You're right.
That's what I thought.
My bad, dude.
You're all good. That's still 6.
All right, he's in.
So we're good. All right, these guys are both in combat. So I'm going to start with Blade Champion. Or actually, I'll start with my Allar's Terminator. So 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. All hits. Wounding on 3s because strength 8 to toughness 7. So that's 3 at -3.
3 at -3, so we're looking at 6s with the damage.
2 piece.
Doesn't matter because it's... All right, so we got down to 2.
All right, the Miser Concordia hits on 2s, hits, wounds on 5s. Nope. So then the Blade Champion, he's going to use Behemoth, so 4 up will auto wound. It's going to be strength 7, so wounding on 4s.
Damage? What's AP, I mean?
AP 5.
All right, does he blow up? Oh, I saw that 6. He does not blow up.
So, and then let's do it. I'm just going to tag your command squad.
Okay.
So you will get to hit me.
All right. We'll be back with all the stuff. All right, guys. So we are going to pile in everybody here, just so we can get all the attacks in there.
With the Bulgren, you only have a 1-inch pile-in.
What's that?
You only have one because my stance.
Well, we can do this then.
Okay.
Just I can move. I can shift these guys around.
You're all good.
Just so I can get the Bulgren in the half-inch within a half-inch.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's what we got going on. So we have 5 attacks from the Bulgren. We have 2 attacks from the veteran, 3 attacks plus the chainsword for the sergeant, And then we have one for the Astropath, so we can do some damage. So here is all the other guys plus the Astropath. They usually have a weapon skill of 4. They now have a weapon skill of 5 because he's got -1 on him.
Yep, because the Radiant Mantle.
So that was pretty good. Why couldn't that be the Bolgan? That would have been awesome. And then 5s.
Yeah.
So 2.
No AP, so I get 2 ups. Saved.
Saved. All right. All right. So then we have the commander, who is now hitting on 4s. He normally hits on 3s. Now he's hitting on 4s. And he'll hit 3 times. And again, 5s. Nothing. And then the Bolgren. Bolgren's going to be hitting on 5s. Or 4s, actually.
Yeah, 4s.
And then, or Ogren, he's an Ogren. And then it's going to be strength 6 to, so 3s. That's pretty good. -1.
So 4 3-ups.
4 3-ups.
Saved.
Save them all. Ooh, that was good.
Okay.
All right.
So
at the end of your turn, sir.
We
got this.
We got this ongoing fighting. So I'm gonna spend my 1 CP on my Vexilla to give him Slayer of Nightmare. So he's gonna get +1 to the wound roll.
Okay.
So first I'm gonna roll the axe, then I'm gonna roll his Misery Concordia. I had to do it separately this time because he gets +1 to wound. So first, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. This is his axe. So 1 misses, and then wounding on 3s. So that's 3 at -3.
3 at -3.
Mm-hmm.
So damage.
2 piece.
All right. So. All right. So he's gonna take 6.
All right.
Going down to 5.
Then his Misery Concordia. It's a 6. He has his All-Seeing Annihilator, so he gains another 1. These are going to wound on 4s because it does get his +1 to wound. So 1 at -3, 1 damage.
Takes it.
1 damage.
It doesn't matter because it's still 1. No matter what I add on to it, it's still a 1.
So then I'm going to roll the Sagittarius. Or wait,
let me fight first. 6 attacks. Hitting on 6s, nothing.
All right. So then the Sagittarium, they get 8 attacks. Rolling the extra Misericordian attack at the same time. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So they all hit. And then 5's the wound. Nothing.
All right. So at the end of your turn, what'd you score?
At the end of my turn, so tempting target, I didn't score. I'm
Okay.
not going to score that. Hold the line. That is, when is that?
End of my turn?
Yeah, end of your... So these are both at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Hold the line. You have to get within 6 inches of my deployment zone. Defend
Right.
stronghold. You have to take me off here.
Okay. All right. We will be back after my movement phase. All right, guys. So here's what we need to do. We need to have a big score here in this round. The next 2 rounds, actually. So we are going to... so my cards are Hold the Line. What I need to do is get rid of these 2 models here to hold the line. Assassination. So actually killing him may give me 10 points. And capture enemy outpost, which is right here. So the idea is to try to kill these guys off. Actually kill one of these guys off because I now have it. So tanks count as 5 OPSEC. With my orders from the command squad before they drop back, I used gunner's kill on sight from these guys to him. He was over here. From those guys to them from the command squad, and then they also ordered this unit to move. I could not get them there, but they got closer to take him off next round. His tank order went to him because he was right here for shock and awe to give him OPSEC. That's where we left off. Let's see what happens. Now my shooting's been failing me, and Custodes are doing what they do best and basically just shrugging everything. So these guys all fell back, so I can't do any psychic actions with them. So we're just going to start with this tank, and I'm going to put the Meltas and the battle cannon into him, and I'm going to put the heavy bolter into that guy. Okay. As of right now. So let's go with the battle cannon first. Is he going to be negative to hit all the time?
Yeah, he's always -1 to hit.
So we're going to... That's good.
Mm-hmm.
We got 9 shots. Hitting on 4s now because it's a turret weapon. Normally hit on 3s, now we hit on 4s. 2 of those. We got no re-rolls or anything going on that one. Now we need
3s probably.
8 to 5, so
yeah.
3s. So just 3.
3 at
-2.
I'm gonna pop Eagle Eye, so he'll have a 3-up invuln.
Okay.
So I take
3 damage each.
3 damage each. I'm gonna spend. No, probably a terrible idea, but I'm gonna roll just my feel no pain. So.
It's not really a terrible idea because
I live with 1 wound.
I still have melted, so it's actually pretty good. We'll see if unless these whiff so totally. So I need 5s.
Yep.
All right,
2.
so 2 of them
And 3s.
and 3s again. So just 1.
So I got
-4.
3 up.
All right.
I'm gonna have command re-roll that.
All right.
Saved.
All right. And then a bolter's going into the other guy.
Okay.
For 1.
Okay. And
-1.
So 3 up. Saved.
Okay. He's got a 2 up, right? Because he's a Terminator.
Yes.
All right.
Well, everyone has a 2 up.
Okay.
He's just got an extra wound.
All right. So it's going to force me now to make a decision here. All right, guys. So this tank, battle cannon into this guy, heavy bolters into this guy. These are the focal points because they're giving me 10 points. So we're going to do the battle cannon first. Number of shots.
9.
9. This could have came way earlier than this, but hey, I'll take it now, I guess, in crunch time. Hitting on 4s. 1. And then
2 at 3.
2 at and 3s. So 2 at -2.
3 ups because he still has an invuln.
Saved them. All right. Heavy bolters.
Okay. That's going into the Outer's Terminator.
Yep. And we need 5s on that one. Because I have nothing on that, right?
Nope.
And it wounds. So 2 at -1.
Why does a 3 wound? Strength 5, right?
Strength 5. Oh, yeah, that's right.
So 1 at 3 up.
Oh.
He's dead. He's gone.
All right. So now we're just going to have to put everything here into that guy. That's just how I'm going to have to do it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to try to not. I need this guy dead.
He's worth more.
He's worth more. All right, guys. So I'm going to strategically try to do this. 1 bolter is going into this unit here, just so I can see if I can kill this guy to stop him from getting obstacle. I don't think it really matters because I think you might have. No, you won't. You'll max it out this round or next round. So yeah, the turret and everything in a bolter here into this guy, and then 1 bolter into those guys. So let's just for the heck of it, let's do the 1 bolter first.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
Or -1. They're -1, yeah. So
they are
still hitting
-1.
5s. Nothing. All right. I do have Gunner's Kill on sight, though. I get to reroll that 1.
Nope.
For nothing. All right. Number of shots into your guy, into your Blaze Wizard. So we're going to have 7. And we're hitting on 4s.
Overcharging?
Always overcharging.
Okay.
And we're going to reroll this 1. So we have 2. And then we're going to be winning on 3s. So that was pretty good.
So
We have this
6.
many at -4.
3 ups. I take 1. How much damage?
3 damage each.
Okay.
So
I have my feel no pain.
I know, what's it?
He has 1 wound.
1 wound.
He's dead.
All right. So that was 10 points right there. And okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is I think I might actually make this charge.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do, hold on a second. All right. So I'm going to actually charge this tank into them. We'll see if he lives. We'll see. Let's roll it first and see what we get. A 7. I think that's going to do it. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go in here.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop. All right, guys. So I made the charge here. So I'm going to pop 1 CP. And it's called, I forgot what it was called. But it's a charging strat. Basically, what it's going to do is change my ballistic skill to 3 because he's got the armored keyword. Because I gave him armored tracks. So 6 is, and it's called Crash 'em. Basically, what it does is he does have an armor keyword. It's going to make him now my weapon skill hit on 6s. I'm sorry, on 3s from 6 to 3. And any 6s to wound, I'll do a mortal wound. So I'm going to basically put all my attacks from here into these 2 guys. So we have 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s now because of that strat. And no rerolls. And now we're looking for strength. So we need 3s. Looking for 6s. No 6s, but 3 3s. So, no AP.
2 ups. Saved.
Just need you to roll a 1. All right, you get the swing back, sir.
Yep. So first I'll hit with my Vixilla, who has exploding 6s. His axe first, so this is going to hit on 2s, wound on 4s. So 1 miss. And then 4 is the wound. So 2 wounds at -3.
2 wounds -3, so we need 6 damage 1. 2 damage. So minus, what do you say, -3? So 5s. So it takes 1. Takes down to 5.
Okay. Then his Misera Concordia hits on 2s, exploding 6s. It misses. Then the 2 guys, so that's going to be 8 attacks. Hitting on 2s. I should have gave them the exploding. And wounding on 5s. So that's 1 at -3, down to -2. That's 1 damage.
Same thing.
Good.
All right.
So you do control that.
So at the end of my turn, I will get that. I will control that. I will get assassinate. I will hold the line. So I'm now going to get 15 points there because I captured the enemy outpost. I held the line because I killed those other 2 units, and I assassinated his blade wizard. I did stop him from scoring. Hold the line by moving this tank over that way.
But I did score defend the stronghold because my sisters are still back here.
Because my wyvern can't kill those sisters in 3 turns. So you now will hold. You'll get 5 points for holding, and we will go to. We'll be back after your movement phase. All right, guys. So we'll be back. We are back after his movement phase. So we got raised banner, which you can't do because you got to do it in no man's land, and right now he's currently in combat. Behind enemy lines, which again he can't do because he's currently in combat and everything else is over here. And then battlefield supremacy, which he also. No, I can't do because you got to hold 2 at the end, 3 at the end of your turn. I guess killing that tank.
Yeah.
Killing that tank might be able to do it.
But we'll see.
So that's where we are now. You saw the score. That helped me out a lot because he's only just going to score 5 points. I'm down by quite a bit. I don't know if I'm going to win this, but we'll see what happens on the cards I draw. All right, sir.
So I guess I'll start with shooting.
Any command phase stuff?
Annihilate. So he's going to give himself the All-Seeing Annihilator.
Okay.
And we're going to go on the shooting. So for shooting, I'm going to put, over here, I'm going to put my Lastrum Bolter into these guys. And I'm going to put my cannon up top into this wounded tank.
Okay.
Let's try and see if we can... Well, actually, no. Yeah. So... Real quick. I should move him because it doesn't matter if I'm on the... Or no, he needs to stay on the attack. Never mind. So I'll do the bolter first into the guardsman. So the bolter from my tank going into the guardsman squad, 6 shots.
What's he?
It's strength 6, -2, 1 damage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. 1 miss, and then...
You know what? I will... No, because I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if I want to do Cadia stands.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to give them... If it doesn't matter if they're going to be... I might need them for OBSEC at the end of the game.
You might.
Let's do that. Force. Wounding on force.
So 2 at -2.
2 at -2, so just 2 die.
So then my 8 auto, my larger gun into this wounded tank, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. So there are 2s, 1 misses, and then wounding on 5s. So that is 1 at -3. 2 damage.
One guy dies.
No, that was here.
Oh, one. What, -3?
Yeah.
2 damage?
Mhm.
So we need 5s.
2 damage.
Down to 4.
Okay.
I really didn't need to spend that.
No.
Because you didn't have enough dice anyway.
Shots, so.
Yeah. I thought you were shooting all into one.
Nope. So, on to fighting. You get to fight first.
So we'll go into... Alright, so 6 attacks. Hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Okay. My leader first, hitting on 2s, exploding 6s, wounding on 4s. 1 6. And then 4 is the wound. So 3 at AP 3.
So we need 5s.
2 damage.
Down to 3.
Then his Miser Concordia, hitting on 2, wounding on 5. Hits. Yep. And it wounds. So 1 at -3 down to -2 because 1 damage.
So 4s. Good.
Alright. Then the 8 attacks from the Militarum. So 2 misses. And then the wound roll. 5s. So that's 3 at -3. So down to -2. 4 ups.
Ooh.
He's got 1 wound left.
1 wound left.
Okay.
So he still stays in, so I still hold it. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so it's that at the end of your turn, you're only scoring 5 for holding. You didn't get any of those?
Yeah, I didn't get any of these.
All right, so we'll be back after I draw my card. All right, guys, you saw the score. I don't have enough, even with taking off 15 points, to win this game. So unless you guys, like I said, unless I watch it back and something I mess up, but typically that doesn't happen. So basically what we're going to do is just kind of play the rest out so we can see it. So my cards are grind them down, which all I have to do is kill one of these units. With all these tanks, I'm sure I can have him roll 1/1. Defend the stronghold, which is at the end of your turn.
Me not taking your...
Yeah, you're not coming to my objective, and no retreat, no surrender, so I'm not walking off any objectives. So I'm going to get that. Going to basically get that. All right, so I guess basically, do we need to even play it out, the rest of it?
I could make you fail 1. If this guy's still alive, I can heroic here and hit you enough to make you run.
Right.
It could be done.
Yeah, but I mean, for 5 points, when I'm down by this many points, I don't think it's going to make a difference.
No.
So, just for poops and giggles, we'll just call it there. And I'm going to show the score with me scoring all this, even though it's not going to make a difference. All right, so we'll show the score and be back. All right, guys, we're back. You saw the score, like I said. It was a good game. Actually, Eric, I think the big thing that you did was put pressure on me, trap me here. This thing did kind of hurt me a little bit because I wasn't able to get around it. But, yeah, I think it was pretty good. I think you maximized the list literally to the max. I don't think there was anything like left that, like I don't think you could have done anything more or less than you did.
Yeah, no, it was very much me getting pressure on you at the very beginning. If I hadn't done that, you would just been shooting me off the board each turn, taking a unit. But
Right.
Making you say, okay, I have to shoot these things that are in my face allows me to actually sit back here and score my points.
Right. And guys, this is a good, if you're new to the game, you can see how many models I have left on the board, and I still lost because scoring points in this game is how you win. Right? It's not how many models are left. Eric literally at the end of this turn maybe has
At most I have like 4
yeah.
models.
So if I don't kill any of these things, which I think I need him to roll 1/1. So at the most he has 4 models. Well,
6.
plus your sisters. 6 models on the board. He still outscored me by 10, 15 points or whatever it is. Took some chances earlier in the game, which I thought I would be able to come back from him. But again, Eric did a great job maximizing this list and maximizing every single ability that he was to make them get points. Every single chance to get points, he got it. And that's how you play the game, essentially. So it was pretty good. It was really good.
Yeah.
Guard, to me right now, I think they're good. I think their ability to, with all these tank commanders, I think they're going to be really good, in my opinion. Are they going to be S tier? I don't know if you're looking at competitive, but if you're a guard guy, if you're a guard player, guy or girl, they're pretty good. You're going to have fun with them, in my opinion. Custodes did what Custodes do, man.
Yeah.
They just were shrugging stuff like it wasn't even there.
It's the lack of AP on a lot of guys. Like when you got AP 1 into these guys and you started making me take 3-ups, I lost the entire squad. But
yeah, but they did what they needed to do. I mean, Custodes do what they do. They take a lot of shots. They're very, very durable. These things should have been dead.
They had no right being allowed that long.
Three rounds of Manticore fire into those, and they still lived, which is insane. But it is what it is. That's why we play the game. So, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Custodes players, hope you got to see how Custodes can actually play and be very good. And guard players, hope you got to see some of the new mechanics. And Eric, thanks for coming, man, as always.
It's always fun.
And guys, God bless and peace out.